You're looking live at the virtual Talladega Super Speedway, and after a successful completion of Speed Week and the NASCAR 500 King of Daytona, won by Malik Ray, it is back to league racing again. The final race of the regular season, the Dash for Cash, and the playoffs around the corner for the NASCAR DSR Electric Truck Series on this Monday night. We welcome you to the DSR Electric 250 coverage on the NASCAR 360 Racing Network and CRN. I'm Wesley Outland, Jacob Reeves, the Redneck announcer, alongside Bigglestein Hopton on production. There's a look at the point standings, and Jacob, it all comes down to this before we lock in the playoffs.
Yeah, absolutely, Wesley Outland. I mean, this is it. This is the regular season finale. There you see it. Everybody trying to fight, trying to get themselves in to the playoffs, which will be an absolute blast here on season 6. And it's going to be a good one. A Talladega, baby. We love this place.
Ready to roll here and see what goes down as these guys are ready to roll here at Talladega. Some drivers with pitchers, some with not. Front row, Justin White on the pole. And then, of course, we move into row 2 with Adam Newton and Joshua Sutton. Then it's Chris Blanchard and Taylor Peacock. Look inside to outside from right to left. Lucas Lyons, Aaron Van Rydel, row 4. Row number 5, we'll find Peyton Johnson, Brian Chu, the Holidaddy, the top 10.
Yeah, and then right behind them, you got Kerry Tribune and Tyler Goodwin. Actually, flip-flop that Goodwin and Tribune. Phil Pappas, Roger Dowell back here in row number 7. Row 8's going to have the Spice Man, Chris Cinnamon with the Boss Man, Freddie LaBeouf. Roll Tide in Alabama. Buzzy Mongold, Luke Smith coming to Frog. Back here in row 9, James Kaufman and Shane Scott, the top 20.
Row number 11, from the right to left, Robert Richards and Cole Larson. Row 11. Row 12 on the grid finds Matt Cherry in the 45 and Shane Trotter from Asheboro. Row 3, Cody Knott from Madera, California, and Steve Barnett, the Hillbilly. Row 14, Huck Wigginton and Jonathan Cofield, the defending champion. Your top 30 will find Tyler Dittmer and Craig Schroeder in the 56.
And right behind them, Chad Ross, Justin Lumpkin, OJL, back there in row number 16, row 17, Triple J, Jeffrey Johnson Jr., Andrew Harris. Making up that row, J.D. Larson, Colton Hogan. Damn, what a field we're going to have here tonight with Dane Hagan, Raul Meza with a third pro entry. Rounding out the top 40. Is there a top 40? Nope, looks like it's top 38 right here tonight.
Still a good field of trucks, 38 trucks nestled in and ready to go here tonight at Talladega. Let's take a look at the schedule. As we mentioned, the final Dash for Cash and race of the regular season is tonight at Talladega. Next week, it's on to Texas at No Limits, Texas, for the playoffs in round number 1. Daytona, a playoff race. 2 restrictor plate races in the next 3 weeks. Oh, goody.
Yeah, buddy, I'm telling you, this is going to be a good one right here. I mean, literally, Talladega, Texas, Daytona, 2 super speedways. Wesley, Daytona, we was there about a week, or literally a whole week. Obviously, last week there you see your stuff, or your stages, stage 125, stage 250, 104, 3 sets of tires. They ain't worried about them. Fuel is 100%. Like we saw at the King of Daytona, it's going to be damn near the same thing here tonight. About, give or take, around 35 laps. That's what I'm going to be thinking on these guys. So they should be good to go for that first stage.
Yeah, I'm thinking about 30, 35 laps first stage. Obviously, caution will be showed. Then Glass Mechanic stage number 2. And these drivers now prepare for, again, preliminary lap. There's a look at the weather conditions. It is clear skies. Northeast wind at 2 miles an hour. There is a track temp at 81 degrees. Sim temp is at 70 degrees. Sun beaming down on the pavement here at Talladega as the field works their way into turn number 3 and 4. I'm Wesley Outland, Jacob Reeves alongside, and we get you set to turn them loose. Bigglestein Hopton, as always, punching the buttons and ready to get it going here. Just a moment away, Jacob, from turning them loose for the final race of the regular season of season 6.
Yeah, Wesley Outland. I mean, this is going to be a good one, obviously, right here on the NASCAR 360 Racing Network, obviously on your channel, CRN, and also on Redneck Announcer Productions. You get it all, hearing it out with the DSR Electric Truck Series. If you haven't yet, make sure you hit the like and subscribe on all of those platforms. I don't know how you would do it with CRN, Wesley. Maybe you could hook everybody up, but the other two, you can hit the like and subscribe button.
I mean, we do have CRN Sports Network on YouTube, and of course, we
go.
are CRN.com, 87.9 FM. If you're in the area where I am in the Smithfield, Selma, Clayton area, pace truck is in. Here comes the field inside the United Rentals restart zone. They will be looking for the green flag. It is in the air. We are underway. This is Talladega. Ladies and gentlemen, you have a virtual race. It's time to bring the action for the final race of the regular season. The playoffs are on the line next week.
Oh, baby, and who is going to win and get in? We'll find out in 104 laps. Up front is Jason Morales, Justin White, side by side. Nobody wanting to poke out a line, make a three-wide scenario. Everybody double file for the most part. As soon as I say that, now we got a little bit of movement going on. Why not? Brady LaBeouf, the boss man. Hell yeah, take it up top. Take Kermit with him. They're trying to get that third lane going, but it's Justin White and Adam Newton now up here at the front going on forward.
Brady LaBeouf is back. He trucks it up on the outside lane with the help of the other machine there in line.
Yeah, they haven't been racing all week. Yeah.
Working off turn 4, coming down to the line, one lap in. And it is Justin White who has the opportunity to lead the opening lap of this thing. And that Cops Trucks Toyota number 2 down to the bottom. Taylor Peacock. It is Adam Newton. You're on board with the man that's dominated the regular season. 4 wins this year for truck number 19, as he is right there behind White on the back straightaway.
Absolutely, and Wesley, we saw Brady LaBeouf jump up there and make that move. Justin White also smack dab up here in the middle of this as well. These guys didn't get to run the King of Daytona, so they've been itching at this for the past week, maybe even longer than that, to get in the saddle, get out here, and do some racing with these old boys. So I would expect Brady LaBeouf, Justin White, and maybe even Cody Knott to get a little aggressive right here at the start.
Back in corner number 1 and 2, it's White now, with Newton will follow in tow. There goes now Brian Chu on the outside lane, Van Rydell down bottom, and we are already stacking them up 3 wide behind the front leaders. That racetrack, the Alabama Gang Super Stretch. It's a back stretch that measures 4,000 feet long, as Colton Hogan coming down pit road. Something going on with those drivers. They're way in the back. Chad Ross, Craig Schroeder with issues here in the early going on lap number 2. I wonder if they had a penalty.
You know what? I was thinking the same exact thing, honestly, Wesley Outland. I mean, very good possibility that they had a penalty, something amiss. Matter of fact, yes, it was. He had a penalty. Him, Colton Hogan, Justin Lumpkin, Meza, Ross, Schroeder, Cofield, who's not here tonight. But there's a couple of them that had to take EOLs at the start of the race. But Hogan and Lumpkin and also Meza, they had to do a pass-through after lap 1 under green, also J.D. Larson and also Andrew Harris.
And this is after the things that happened back on December the 15th. My God, what a long time ago that was, at Darlington Raceway in week 15 of the season. So, again, whatever happened at Darlington with them, that's the reason why they come in for penalties. Right now, see some of the biggest movers. You saw that on the screen on the bottom right. Here comes 3 by 3 by 3 by 3. You're going to go 4 wide again? Nope. They're going to stay 3 wide, though. 4 or 5 rows. What great racing we're watching as we approach already 100 laps to go. 3 wide. Stage 1 to lap 25. Brian Chu in front on the outside in 1 and 2.
Yeah, Holla Daddy up on the top side, giving a little holla here to the Alabama faithful, virtual Alabama faithful for that matter. He is up top. Newton Bulldog smack in the middle. Oh, baby, look like, what is that, Taylor Peacock? It
Taylor
might have
Peacock
been right there
out.
that just pulled down, said, screw this, I'm getting the hell out of this. Saw something up there he might have not liked. Maybe some of the movement. Everybody getting 3 wide right here. Taylor Peacock trying to be very conservative, something we usually don't see out of him. But Holiday goes from the top to the bottom. Here comes Brady LaBeouf.
Brady LaBeouf using the outside lane to his advantage. Now he's in the middle. 3 wide. LaBeouf up in front now. Nope, not for long. Joshua Suss with the help of Smith. Kermit the Frog is back.
Froggy.
In Frog in the
He's
SCP
piggy.
colors. He's put the truck to the lead. He's let Suss take it. Suss, new leader, back straight away.
Yeah, Luke Smith, Kermit the Frog trying to make something
looking for
happen,
some
going
pork.
after the Compa. Obviously, Luke Smith, obviously down here in Birchville, Alabama. We know about the party in the infield. I wonder if Miss Piggy was down there earlier on today. Joshua Suss, Holiday, Brad Chew, Justin White, front 3 trying to get away. Luke Smith, Kermit the Frog trying to get the outside lane formed up, but it's just not there yet.
Oh, laser lip, Jemima was a snowblower
Pull over.
as they worked
It's
their way
Officer
through
Suss.
turn
Pull
4.
over.
Copper, Officer Suss, has
We
got
need
his
to put sirens
citizens
on his
arrest
truck.
as Brian Chew is right there on his back door. The Holodaddy is trying to run down the Copper from Kansas, the leader in that machine as they go back into the corner.
Yeah,
Another
Josh-
lap on the board.
I need to.
Yeah,
Pull
Joshua
over.
Suss.
This is pull the car over, truck.
Sorry. Officer Suss.
I don't even know if that was really live, but anyway, Joshua Suss, Brad Chew, they're the front 3 down front 4, making Aaron Van Ryder.
Oh,
And
who's it
also
left on the
Chris
middle?
Blanchard with that towing company. He takes it from the bottom, jumps up to the top. A lot of them making a whole lot of moves. How about Peyton Johnson? Knows how to get it done here at Talladega. He's trying to work his way up to the front.
I don't know if he got a new logo. I need to refresh trading paints probably because that looks weird, that truck. I'll do it.
Understanding we might need to refresh trading paints. We'll try to work on that behind the scenes. You might see everybody go gray for a minute and then pop back up from a primer color back to their wrap jobs. As all the while we are watching Joshua Suss continuing to lead the
How about
way
this?
now.
Steve Barnett's up 19.
And look at the hillbilly Steve Barnett right there. Good solid run for him in the 42. He now sets his sights on 7th, 6th position going
20.
into turn number 3.
And,
It's like,
I mean,
what's
just
qualifying?
literally, you got a whole, honestly, a whole list of characters up here. You got the Coppa, you got the Holodaddy, obviously, you got the Hillbilly right here, smack dab in the middle of it, Double L Lucas Lines, and also Miss Piggy's man, Kermit the Frog, Luke Smith. I mean, literally a whole cast of characters right here at the front at the start.
Start
Oh,
finish.
blinking. He's
It
blinking.
is. Whoa,
Johnson
hold on,
blinking.
buddy. Peyton Johnson, a little inking, blinking nod. Hold on to it. As Suss got a little wiggle there from Johnson. They correct. Give the lead to the Holodaddy, though. It is Brian Chew, Mr. Restrictor Plate. The man knows Super Speedway Racing had a terrible drive in the Speed Week for the NASRA 500 King of Daytona performance, but right now, he is showing his strengths in that DSR electric number 51 from Fort Myers, Florida. Now the leader coming out of turn 3 and 4.
Yeah, and Wesley, this is where we've seen Brian Chew literally cut his teeth here in NASRA, and why you call him Mr. Restrictor Plate is because these trucks and because of these kinds of tracks like Daytona and Talladega may be looking 4 wide back there. The Compa, Joshua Suss, didn't know where the hell he was thinking about going, didn't know if he wanted to go bottom, top, or stick it straight in the middle. They think different of it. Front 3, Holodaddy, Justin White, and Roger Dobble, they get clear. Buzzy Mongo will get clear. Front 4, now front 5 with Lucas Lyons trying to dip out. Front 5, single file, the 3 wide behind them.
Here comes Buzzy.
Your top 5
To
there.
infinity and beyond.
Chew,
Look at this.
White,
Insert
Mongold,
Lightyear
Diebold,
engaged.
Lions, top 5 as you're on board with Buzzy Mongold right now. He starts to climb to the number 2 spot, up 15 positions as we're just getting started here at Talladega.
Yes, Buzzy.
You're listening to the CRN Community Radio Network. We now pause for station identification. This is the Community Radio Network, WCRN, 87.9 FM, Clayton, Garner, Smithfield, North Carolina. Proud to be in the USA. We are CRN.
Coming at you, Talladega. And right now in the opening go, 15 remaining. They rock, roll, and virtually rumble into turn number 3. It is Mongold leading now from Concord, North Carolina, in the number 12 to the inside out of 4.
Yeah, and he is rocking and rolling with Holiday Brian Chew lined up behind him. Double L Lucas lines with the Hillbilly Steve Barnett there as well to help. And up on that top side, Kappa, Joshua Suss trying to get all kinds of help. He's got a couple of friends, not a whole lot of friends up there. And Van Ryder up there trying to help him as well, but not as much help as you see on the bottom and also in the middle lane. And one thing we have seen time and time again in the past, Wesley Allen, this kind of racing, especially here at Talladega, that third lane will be a factor when this thing is all said and done when we get closer to that lap 104.
Lucas Lyons now comes back down to the lead. Oh, Boldy.
Everybody patiently right now just kind of holding their line, working back into the corner with stuff. And now back in 8th position, we see Lyons now power to the lead. That's Lucas Lyons' truck in the 41 machine from Owensboro, Kentucky. Down inside, here he comes. Barnett up the middle. Mongold pushing now the 41 of Lyons. Whoa, we almost got Anthony 4 wide. Just a moment if he thought about it, but he couldn't go. Couldn't make it happen. That's Van Rattle. He thought about it. He couldn't make it work because now Lyons powers away on the inside out of 2.
Yeah, I mean, they are absolutely racing like it's the last lap, which they usually do that when we come to Talladega and also at Daytona, which will be in 2 weeks. But the Kappa, Joshua Suss, just absolutely got it on the floor. Van Ryder absolutely shoving him, giving him a little prime shot, if you will, riding straight into the tailgate. Double L, Lucas Lyons, Steve Barnett, they're trying to check out, trying to lead the rest of the field. They're 3 wide off 4.
They'll certainly do that again as we watch them work their way again across the stripe. Put another lap on the board when they come out of turn number 3 and 4 through the tri-oval. Now remember, Talladega, not like Daytona, 2.66 miles. Start-finish line at the end of the pit lane exit. It's now the leaders work back up that 33 degrees of banking. That's 33 degrees of banking in turn 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Now they hit that back straightaway. That's 2 degrees. The Alabama gang super stretch, 4,000 feet long. Up another 33 degrees of banking into turn 3 and 4. Again, then they'll flatten out back to 16 degrees in the tri-oval. That 4,300 foot tri-oval to start finish. That's a lap around Talladega and the dimensions as well as all this goes on with Lyons up in front as we work 13, 12 to go. And truck 12, Bussy Mongold almost took a shot. He did take a shot. He almost went around. He saved it. Mongold falling back though in 1.
And all those dimensions you mentioned just a second ago, Wesley Allen, all of it surrounding the biggest party in USA when NASCAR comes here. And Holiday Brian Chew trying to hold on. He's got Peyton Johnson giving him the shove. There's Buzzy Mongo. We saw that little slip he had. Huge shot from Chris Blanchard, able to hold on to it. Now Joshua Suss, he wants to have a little say. Try to get back up here at the front. He led him a couple laps. He wants to try to get back up here, taking it up to the top side. He gets by Barnett. He's trying to go after Lucas Lyons in 4.
Suss outside. Look at this. Watch that truck up on the top, trying to get something going again is Cherry. Matt Cherry in 45. First time we mentioned his name now, working up on the outside lane. He wants to get something started. 10 remaining in stage number 1. The leader is Suss in 2.
And I'm telling you, they getting a little something going all the way around. You see Robbie Richards right there in the 48, already up 12 spots. A lot of these guys up numerous spots. Some of these guys actually falling back to the field, and that's just how it is here at Talladega. You can obviously gain 20 spots in a matter of 3 laps, or you can lose 20 spots in one damn lap. Holiday, Brian Chew up 9. He's getting the shot on the outside and trying to take the lead from Joshua Suss.
Peyton Johnson.
Look at Chew going high, going low. There's a shot. Hold on to it as Cherry right there behind him on the outside lane up against the safer barrier. Remember, 9 remaining so far. Everybody playing nice, except we're getting 3x3 again down the back straightaway.
And honestly, I mean, there has got to be a lot of trust with these guys. And Wesley Allen, you know as well as I do, these guys have been racing for 16 weeks together. A lot of trust has got to come into play, especially with these 3 wide moves, with these moves like Holiday and Brian Chew trying to make, right here trying to hold on to it. Lucas Lyons down on the apron, says he's had enough of this. He sees all that 3 wide action going on, wants nothing to do with it. He's dropping to the back.
I reckon if you're at the back, you'd come down on
across the stripe.
Come down with 1 to go into pit lane, come
right
back out.
Right now, 8 remaining down to the inside. Hearing some strategy about maybe some guys in the back maybe coming down to the pit lane.
I'd come down 1 before the...
That's a good idea, going for the undercut.
Yeah.
Obviously, right now, it is still Cherry. That's that truck in the middle. Brian Chew has powered back. He'll go to the lead with the help of Pappas, and he'll dive to the inside, throwing the block on Cherry and Johnson as they go into 3.
And Wesley, you talked about that strategy, the best shot that they've got to go in. Obviously, the stage is going to be at 25. You want to go in when you're coming to 24. That's at 2 laps to go. If you try to go in on that very last lap of the stage on lap 25, you'll get busted for a black flag. You got to go in 2 laps before the end of the stage. If you don't, you'll get busted. That's how the rules is.
Oh, yeah. So expect some people to come in. I would anyway. If I was engineering somebody, I'd say, come in. Because if you're running like...
Will anybody come down pit road?
Cody,
that's the question we mentioned
Peacock,
in the back.
Caulfield, come in for 27th and stuff.
And we'll see if that will take place. As right now, Brian Chew down to the inside. Here comes Cherry. He'll follow. Johnson now pulls up in front of Pappas in the 88 machine. That's now for 5th. All this goes on. They rumble through 3 and 4 with Brian Chew in the lead. They'll come off of turn 4. This time by it'll be 6 laps left in stage 1 here in Talladega.
Holiday, Brian Chew in a familiar spot for himself. Matt Cherry right behind him. Matt Cherry up 21 spots. There you see your lap leaders. Joshua Suss leads all of them so far, but it's so scattered all over the place. Everybody has took a turn up here at the front. It's like square dancing. Everybody's just took a turn with their dancing partner. Everybody's took a turn up here at the front. I mean, Suss has got them all beat right now with 5 laps. You got 3 others with 4, and then a whole slew of others with 1 lap. Holiday trying to get it all the way to 25 and lead that last one, as we are 3 wide with Pappas, the Compa, and the Holiday at Talladega.
Senior partner, round and round into the night. It's going down. That's what's going on right now.
Hand, little man.
That's all this goes on. Watching them work their way around the track.
What was out of that?
By the way, thanks again to DSR Electric for sponsoring the series. Always a blast being able to cover their events here at the iRacing Talladega Super Speedway. Time is running out. As 5 remaining. As now Pappas wants to lead on the inside. The gray primer M1 Esports number 88 back straight away. He leads the cavalry in 2.
Yeah, and a lot of this right here, Wesley Allen, is probably by design. You got a lot of boys up here, a lot of them from Mission 1 Esports. Kerry Tribute up here with Justin White, with Phil Pappas, Brady LaBeouf right there in the mix as well. Mission 1 Esports trying to at least get a team win right here for stage 1 and try to get some help up here at the front.
Didn't Ozzy also leads
key.
at 500. Brett Blanchard's
Watching these guys. No. Some guys are pitting. Chris Blanchard on pit road coming off of a successful sponsoring of the NASRA 500 King of Talladega presented by that towing company. All the while, 4 remaining. That's about 8-9 miles left in this one as Adam Newton leads the way in the number 19. Here he comes. Brian Chu powering back on the outside. He's got friends. He's got Johnson. He has got LaBeouf and others pushing the middle lane.
Good God almighty, everybody's got friends here tonight at Talladega. Friends where you can find them, as you would say. Bulldog Adam Newton down on the inside with help from Phil Pappas. Up top, you got Brian Chew with Peyton Johnson. And Kerry Tribune got a whole list of others trying to work with him. Brady LaBeouf slides up right across his nose. He wants to try to get to the front at Talladega. Kerry Tribune, big shot as they work their way through the tri-oval. 3 to go. Holla Daddy leads them.
Such sweet virtual perpetual thunder rumbling, rocking into turn number 2 off the Alabama Gang super stretch now. That's that 4,000-foot long back straightaway into turn number 3. Now Brady LaBeouf from Louisiana, now Tuscaloosa, Alabama to the lead as he goes from the top all the way to the friggin' bottom. Pappas was nowhere inside. He had to throw the block on Johnson. He made it work. Here they come to the line. It's 2 to go in stage 1. The boss, Brady LaBeouf, season 2 champion, out in front of the Chevrolet.
Boy, I'm telling you, he was honestly like on an elevator and the cable just cut. He went all the way from the top down to the bottom. Brady LaBeouf, the boss man, showing them how to do it. Here tonight at Talladega, working their way through 1 and 2. LaBeouf, Johnson, Newton, Cherry, and the Compa Joshua Suss. Suss trying to get a little bit of help. We got one sliding up to the top. It's Peyton Johnson in the 15. Side by side, LaBeouf and Johnson, and got all the help in the world. A third lane with Kerry Tribune Foreman, but nobody there to help as Johnson sticks his nose out ahead in 3 and 4.
Well, goes on. Johnson's car up on the outside lane. He's got company. LaBeouf will stay to the bottom. Inside, outside, looking high, looking low. Now, Newton, can he get in form? No, he will not. Here they come to the line. White flag, final lap in stage 1. It's Johnson. He leads. Now Suss in the mix. So is LaBeouf. Final time. They rock and roll up 33 degrees of banking for stage 1 in turn 1.
Good Lord almighty, will they make it back? Up at the front, Peyton Johnson. Joshua Suss would love to get him a stage win and help his case, trying to make it to the playoffs. Phil Pappas way back there trying to get the outside going with Kermit the Frog. Luke Smith, LaBeouf shoots out.
Brady.
Here comes Cherry. Here comes the Hillbilly. They're all going after Peyton Johnson in 3 and 4.
That's the man they're going to have to battle. That's who they're going to have to beat as here they come, working off of turn number 4. Peyton Johnson throwing blocks on everybody as here comes a move on the outside. Johnson hung out to dry. Brady LaBeouf with the momentum. He's got the front nose. He's got the power. Here comes a truck to the inside. And it's going to be Brady LaBeouf holding off Johnson. An inside lane run by Joshua Suss to win stage 1 here at Talladega. Brady LaBeouf, stage 1 winner in the Brickyard 24 Chevrolet.
What a break that in.
Good
Look at that.
God almighty, Wesley Outland and everybody at home. I mean, Brady LaBeouf timed that damn thing perfectly to the outside, got the shove, got the help to get around Johnson. Johnson tried to put the block on him, but it was just coming so fast. If he would have jumped up in front of LaBeouf, LaBeouf would have straight up turned him, probably sent him to the inside of the grass, and Johnson wouldn't have got nothing out of it. Lucky to come out of it with third. LaBeouf gets stage 1.
Let's get to an ad break, guys.
Well, we're just getting started, ladies and gentlemen, here at Talladega Super Speedway. Brady LaBeouf around the corner. Pit stops and Glass Mechanics Stage 2 all on the way as we step back in just a moment. We continue.
That's all it takes, I guess, gentlemen, isn't it? A week off to start. That was actually pretty good, eh? I reckon they were well behaved. Well behaved. Go a full stage without a wreck.
Right.
Oh, give them time. Give them time.
Yeah, give them time.
Just give them time. They're gonna fall off the wheel in time. You know, just give it
That's how
time.
it is.
All right, let's go back live. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Drivers are making pit stops as we have concluded the end of stage 1 here at Talladega.
Look,
No
it's the Admiral.
cautions except for the Surf Pro caution for the end of stage 1. In the DSR Electric 250, Jacob Reeves, Wesley Outland, Dean Hopton on production. You see the pit stop work being done, and when he makes the exit off of pit road, we'll grab Brady LaBeouf, Season 2 champion of the NASRA DSR Electric Truck Series. Hard at work the last week for the NASRA 500 King of Daytona. And the boss man wins stage 1. Brady, good to be back in the saddle and show that you still got it. I say that
I
jokingly.
appreciate it. I appreciate it. I'm just trying to make some adjustments here on my thing, my displays
Yeah,
for
still
some
in pit
reason.
stop.
They're not. I'm having some issues at the moment, but yeah, just trying to figure this whole thing out. Hopefully, we can get some more stage points this next stage, and just keep on keeping it up front. I know we're gonna have to climb from the back here because of this pit stop, having some issues, but yeah, man, it was great to win stage 1. I mean, we definitely needed to. So
I mean, and Brady, you know, I mean, I talked about this a while ago. You know, Dean, we were all talking about it. That obviously, the NASRA 500, the King of Daytona, we had that last week. Obviously, you was the race control. You didn't really get to race. Well, you kind of screwed around back there in the back at one of the races. But anyway, this is the first time where you've actually got to get up there and get her done. Was that in your mind at all to be like, well, damn, I've been sitting here waiting for the past 2 weeks. I'm ready to get back into this thing. Did it cross your mind to just go ahead and just grip the wheel and go?
whenever you kind of, a lot of us have been on iRacing for 5 years. I mean, you've done this with us. When you run 25 weeks, everything becomes, second nature whenever you just jump in the cockpit and you get 15, 20 minutes of practice. And after that, you get bored. I mean, I literally showed up at the beginning of practice and a lot of us ran together for a little bit. And I got bored. I actually took a break. I got tired of just running laps. I think I ran like 25 laps around here in practice and just had enough of it and went eat supper with the family and kind of, got my mind. It's a big race. I mean, I'm 21 points down going into it. That's 10. So now I'm 11 behind Kaufman. So I don't know if at the 25, can y'all tell me if the 25 got stage points? But
I don't think he did.
I don't think so.
okay, good. So now I'm 11 points behind him. So try to get some more stage points. I mean, that was a great first stage. I mean, it doesn't get no better than that, So yeah, just try to get some more stage points and kind of cut into that. I don't feel like I need a win to advance to the playoffs, but if I can get, at least 5 or 6 points, to kind of cut that down to where it's just maybe 5 points going into the final stage, I'd feel a lot better about it, because then it's kind of like, okay, well, you can be a little conservative and, give Phil and Robbie a chance to maybe win, because I feel like they're in a must-win situation. So yeah, kind of doing some team strategy, but also racing for myself. I really didn't care about nobody. I'll be honest with you. There wasn't one person that I really gave 2 craps about that first stage by myself. So, and I got the 10 points. So, yeah, it's sometimes you got to be like that when you're on a team of 4. I got this teammate saying, all my teammates are damn near locked in. So I
You
feel
need to
left
get in,
out.
right?
So,
You got to get
yeah.
in.
So I liked a couple of moves that I made, getting in front of Peyton and then kind of losing. It's different than what we're accustomed to, a year ago. It's changed a lot, but that move right there kind of put me in position to get locked up with my teammate Matt Cherry, and he just kind of pushed me to the win. So let's just keep it going here and keep on scoring some points, and maybe we might make it to the playoffs.
There you go, Brady. Thanks for your time, man. Get settled in. Restart coming up, ladies and gentlemen. Brady LaBeouf, stage 1 winner. We get ready to go back to green after cautions out, ladies and gentlemen. Here they come. ready to take the green. Get ready to bust some glass, Dean. It's time for Glass Mechanics Stage 2 at Talladega. I say that jokingly because it is time to break glass and kick ass and all that good
kick
stuff.
ass and chew bubble gum.
And I'm all out of bubble gum. And I'm all out of gum.
We got beef.
Oh, no, we ain't got no beef yet. Diebold up at the front, Matt Cherry. Chris Blanchard up here at the front. Roger Diebold up 13 spots. Matt Cherry up 21 spots. Blanchard has obviously up 2 spots, but he is always one of the ones to really watch out for when we come to Talladega. Here, as we work our way off of 3 and 4, Diebold leads.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time this year for Monday night in the NASCAR DSR Electric Truck Series, something new. We call this Fuel the Roar. Oh, you gotta love it. The sights, the sounds, those trucks rumbling around Talladega, and all the while now, Chris Blanchard gets the number 9 out in front. That towing company entry is now Diebold. Opens the door to Newton. Newton's ready to get back in this mix again as they go into 3, Jacob.
Yeah, Adam Newton, the Bulldog, trying to get smack dab in the middle of it. Up on the top side, Joshua Suss was going to go with him. He ends up hanging him out to dry, jumps him up on the top side. Blanchard leads, Diebold second. Then obviously Jonathan Cofield. Damn, I didn't even know he was here tonight, but he is. Cofield, Alabama native, trying to mix it up here with Matt Cherry, front 4 single file.
And what a job they're doing indeed as they work their way down into the corner into turn number 3. It is Blanchard now showing his opportunity to lead some of this race as they work now down that Alabama gang super stretch. Truck sideways, out of line.
Cinnamon.
Joshua Suss goes around. I think Cinnamon is the other. Will trigger a caution. We're under yellow flag for the second time. Chris Cinnamon, the Spice Man, season 4 champion, and Joshua Suss going around, round and round like rat. Caution out for the second time.
Yeah, I mean, Wesley Outland, I mean, obviously,
round and round
right here. Yeah, round and round goes around. Anyway, that's beside the point. Yeah, I mean, you see Suss right here. See what happens. Damn, look like Pappas might have got loose right there in front of him. Big shot. Lucas Lyons tags him. He ends up going down, gets into the Spice Man. The Spice Man getting sideways and Suss going sideways. And this is a helpless feeling right here, West Out. This used to be grass all the way down the back straightaway here at Talladega. And, you know, he's able to try to lock it down, minimize the damage to hit the inside retaining wall. It could have been a hell of a lot worse, but certainly there was contact. He will have to try to get that fixed. Watch it again. Suss right in front of Smith. He comes down, tries to get the shove in the middle lane, and I mean, Lucas Lyons just gets him. He might have got loose before he got there, but I certainly think, you know, maybe Lyons got him, tagged him, sent him down into Cinnamon. The Spice Man ends up going around, and then Suss just tries to lock it down and pray. And he didn't hit the wall hard, but any type of damage that you have on the front end of your vehicle when you come to Daytona or Talladega, which is where we're at tonight, any type of damage on the front end is going to play a big factor into how the aerodynamics and the suck up and all that goes on.
Chris Cinnamon's like, what did I do?
Contact again between Suss and Cinnamon and the Spice Man going around. There's Chris Cinnamon. What a save for him. Believe it or not, we've done Daytona all week last week, and you saw how long that apron is down the back straightaway, all paved and graveled. There's more runoff room at Daytona. Believe it or not, there's more runoff room at Daytona than there is on the back straightaway at Talladega. You could literally see it just then. I mean, you've got mere, maybe 5 seconds if you spin off course to keep from hitting the inside safer barrier at Daytona. At Talladega, Jacob, you might have 2 seconds, and then you're in the wall.
Yeah,
Luckily, he saved it.
Yeah, unfortunate
drivers
out of that
coming
is
in
we got
here.
a lot of them coming down pit road,
Yeah.
possibly just to go ahead and top it off on the tank. And Weston, we've talked about
Same.
this numerous times
miss
when
a
we
pit
come
box,
to
then?
Talladega or Daytona, however you want to look at it. With some of these guys
Yeah.
going in, maybe not for damage per se. I would say Suss and maybe Cinnamon coming down and maybe just getting a little bit of damage repair. But some of these guys probably seeing what's going on, some of the aggressiveness, probably just take some gas and just sit there for a minute and try to be at the back of the pack. That way they don't have to try to drop down and let everybody go by them. They're already going to be back there. You see a lot of these guys, none
Guess
of them's
who's
got any
racing?
damage. They just said, screw it. We're just going to sit back here at the back. We're just going to ride for
Look.
a little while. We're going to see what happens.
I don't think there's
Uncle Huck.
anything wrong with that either. I don't think there's nothing wrong with it. Huck Wigginton, Starbase 1552 Comics.
You don't see Huck
00
racing very
out
often.
there, looking good. We'll step away and take a break. We're back in a moment as we are in stage number 2, presented by Glass Mechanic. We're breaking glass and rocking and rolling at Talladega. We come back for the restart next.
Play Miss Smith. Oh, that's Murph's.
You thought
Do
I
I
was
have
going to say
Starbase?
breaking glass and
Starbase.
thought I was going to say breaking glass and kicking ass, didn't you?
We'll throw it
Breaking
Starbase.
glass, breaking glass and kissing ass.
Okay. I don't know about all that shit.
What?
Breaking glass everywhere.
Breaking
People
glass
pissing on the
and kissing
pavement and they
ass?
just
I
don't
know about
care.
kissing ass.
Breaking glass and kissing
Can't take
ass.
the noise. Can't take the noise. Got no money for that.
I don't know about that ass kissing. I don't know about that.
I'm
Joyce
going to
Styles
wheel
on
because the
Baby
wheel
Doodle
said
tonight.
pop. I'm going to wheel because the wheel said pop.
We got some moonshine. My name Popcorn.
I got you some pop right here. Hang on a minute. I'll pop you right here. How about that? There's the pop right
And
there. That's the
drinking.
best
Are
pop
you
I got.
drinking tonight? Are you drinking tonight, Jacob? Are you
Hell
drinking
no.
tonight?
Oh, fuck
I got a
no,
proper rim
work
shot.
for it.
Okay, good boy.
No,
Good boy.
Let's get back live, guys. In
I wasn't that bad the other day.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Back here at Talladega. Had a lot of fun covering the action that was the NASRA 500 King of Daytona, 7 straight days. And we are back after, what, 1 day off on Sunday to reset, recharge. Woo! NASRA 360 Racing Network, their last pit stop information for the top 12. And look who took on tires. Look who took
We
4,
assume.
Jacob. Everybody took 4 tires.
I
Wow.
assume everybody took
Well, I
tires
mean, you
off
got
fuel.
that opportunity, obviously, to take those tires. If you're going to take an opportunity to take the tires, why not take them under caution? You're not going to take your tires, 4 tires. You may take 2. Depends on what you're looking at. But certainly, when you get the opportunity under caution to come down pit road and you got sets of tires laying in there, hell yeah, take them. Yeah, take the tires and run with it all day long. I mean, they got 3 sets of tires. Tire wear is not always a big factor, when we come to Talladega and also at Daytona. But you get the opportunity. It's not that hot. The track temp 82 degrees, air temp 73, so it's nothing really major or nothing like that. But certainly, if you get the opportunity, if you haven't took tires yet, yeah, this would be a perfect time to go ahead and take you some tires.
Oh, and by the way, there's still a long way to go in this race,
the wrong
right?
one.
I mean, there's still 70 laps remaining. We are still, at 35 laps when they come to the line completed. Looks like we should be looking for the green flag. Hey, don't forget about the NASRA Concerns of Police Survivors Truck Series. Jacob, they're back to it again. Friday night, you and Tyler Dittmer. And Dean's back. Dean's back.
That's what I heard. I heard Dean's going to be coming back, and perfect time for him to come back because we're going to be at Bristol. So, yeah.
I'm
Good to have you back,
not
Dean.
coming back down.
Hey, welcome back, Dean. First order of business, cops, trucks, Bristol. Back on our way here in
Bless your heart.
Talladega. Oh, NASRA Cup Series, Dean, back on Wednesday night. We're going to be at Indianapolis. Brandon Broadfoot coming off for the win most
Whoa.
recently is,
Whoa.
hold on,
Who's that?
Kermit the Frog.
Kermit.
I'm pissed. He took my frog. He's trying to find Kermit. And Kermit trying to find Miss Piggy got
Miss
mad.
Piggy.
He looked on the Big One Boulevard and about spun out there, Jacob.
And I wonder why. But up at the front, Matt Sherry, Steve Barnett, Adam Newton, trying to mix it up. There you see Chris Blanchard right there, Phil Pappas, Jason Morales. Haven't talked a whole lot about Jason Morales, but Jason was up here on the front row from the start. Haven't talked a whole lot about him, but he is comfortably inside the top 10. And I say comfortably for a reason. It's because the pack is not 3 wide at this moment. Once they get 3 wide, that comfortability goes straight out the damn door. But right now, it is comfortable. He's got guys on his inside, nobody up top. Jason Morales right here in the top 10.
He qualified, remember, right at the front.
Throw it out the window. Working through turn number 3 and 4. Here they come. Back to the line. As Cherry's truck now showing the opportunity to lead over Blanchard and Diebold. Cofield, by the way, he is up now. There's some of the leaders of the race. Actually, that's all of them. But nobody, Jacob, has showed their strength, if you will. Matt Cherry about to complete his 4th lap leading the race. And we got trouble. Adam Newton, the man that's dominated this season, spinning, gets into Luke Smith. Couple of other trucks down below the apron. And the caution's out for the 3rd time, presented by Serve Pro in the Diamond of 1 and 2.
Wow. A great save by Adam Newton and great save by numerous drivers. We'll see it right on the Punch Poppers instant replay, Wesley. And you see Adam Newton, you see Phil Pappas right there behind him. And just, I mean, everybody's sideways, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. He's trying to follow the hillbilly Steve Barnett and just touches him barely in the left rear, that being Craig Schroeder in the 56. Kermit trying to lock it down. He ends up getting tagged by Chad Ross, which ends up getting tagged by Dade Hagen. Big stack up on the inside lane. Certainly could have been a lot worse. Wesley, these old boys, they're teasing us. They're teasing us. They're teasing the fans watching. They're teasing themselves with just how close they are coming to having the big one, the multi-car accident. They've come close numerous times. We went from 2 cars now. 2 trucks now. We got 4 trucks. What's going to happen on the next one at this point? They're teasing us.
Yeah, very true.
Just kept his foot down, committed to the inside.
There's Kermit, there's Ross, nowhere to go. Smith and Hagen and others all the way down in the grass. Goodwin as well in the 13. And by the way, I don't even think we even mentioned this. I know Brady alluded just a moment ago, Jacob. This is the final race of the regular season. Playoffs are on the line. Right, playoff positions are up for grabs. Right, I mean, if you're going to go to the playoffs, you have to have a good run here tonight too.
Yeah, I mean, especially some of them guys that's at the back, and trying to get themselves into this thing, trying. Guys, Shane Scott could be in that position as well to try to make himself or make his presence known to slide up into it. Some of these guys, like obviously Jonathan Cofield and others that's already got wins, they ain't worried about it. You see Cole Larson right here locking it down to smoke. And Wesley, right there on the bottom of the racetrack. I've talked about it before. I talked about it, for the week of the NASRA 500, and I talk about it every time we go to these super speedways. That inside lane, that is a bailout. That is where you want to be if all hell's going to end up breaking loose, because you got all that area down on the apron and the grass. You got all that room to be able to try to miss the wreck. Whereas if it was up top, you only have trucks to your inside, you got a wall, and you just got to hope like hell you don't run into somebody.
Shane Scott listening to us.
Clowns to the left
you
of
listening
me,
to us, Scotty?
jokers to the right.
Scotty.
Shane.
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 Is he listening? I think he's listening.
Oh,
Shane,
Shane, where's
give us a
Shane
holler.
at? Shane, come on, buddy, smile. You're gonna go off the air and he's gonna laugh. Watch it. Watch it. Come on, Shane.
He's not
Shane,
even
what's
listening.
up, buddy?
He's give out. Hey, honestly, check him out. Looks like he's got the safety vest going on, baby. He was at work. He must have just got home, and he's texting one. Well, he's not texting driving like Raul Meza is, obviously, but he's texting in the pits. At least the truck's parked.
Dane Scott just texted me the letters "F-U."
Did he? Really?
Prove it.
No.
Hey, guess who else is out here? Where is he? I can't find him. Here he is.
I
Guess
love
who's
to
here?
count and I love to spell.
He's got the singlet for you, and he's on his phone again.
And how about this? Raul Meza. Hey, guys, listen to this. Raul Meza is on the road to the NASRA 500 too. This is his 490th career start in NASRA. He is 10 away from 500. He is the all-time starter of NASRA competition since 2020. How about that? Give him a round of applause.
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Jacob, send him a
But
DM
still-
saying, get off your
still
phone, all
looking-
capitals. We're watching you.
Still looking for that first career win in NASRA. By the way,
All right,
Raw
maybe
Meza
this'll be
490 tonight. Adam
look.
Newton. Oh,
He's
look
listening
at him.
to you.
Oh, hey, Raw. He says, Wesley, giving me some love. Adam Newton, career start 484 tonight. Robert Richards,
You reckon
450.
Raul will win it on his 500th race?
Cody Knott, 439. That's some of the names of drivers that are where they're at tonight. Brady LaBeouf, stage 1 winner. Career start at 350 tonight. That's a milestone. How about that?
I mean, yeah, you're absolutely right, Wesley. I mean, just milestones galore here with NASRA, baby. I mean, that's why we love this. I mean, just milestones all over the place with starts. Some guys may be trying to go for, milestones for wins later on down the road. I mean, just there's always milestones. Every single time you put that truck or a car on the racetrack here with NASRA, you're just accumulating stats, and you're just trying to get to the next milestone, whatever you're trying to accomplish. It's awesome stuff.
And we are closing on the end of NASRA DSR Electric Truck Series Season 6. The playoffs start next week. We're going to Texas, Daytona, just some of the races that are coming up. We are...
Just been.
Dean's like, again. He says that sarcastically, Jacob, but it's the truth. We're going to Daytona again.
Been there, done that. Why don't we go to the
Jake-
iRacing Super Speedway?
There you go. Hell yeah.
I'd love that.
I know that was where we had the clash. Remember, we done that back in August, which
Yes, we
seems
did.
like many moons ago, but we did. And
Why don't
Jacob,
we
I
go-
got to
why don't
ask
we go to
you.
Coda?
No, Circuit of the Americas? Ugh.
Yeah.
It's all right. I got to ask you,
Jacob.
Jacob.
Lawnmowers. Yeah, for fun.
I got to ask you,
Coda
Jacob.
race.
Obviously, we got the playoffs coming up. We got the round of 24, the round of 16, the round of 8. Final 8 drivers will battle for the championship at the finale in mid-March at Kansas. But I got to ask you, do you feel now with NASCAR unveiling that they're going back to the chase format as we get ready for a restart, that maybe NASRA is going to change things up with their format, or what do you think? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. What we got works. What do you think on that?
Well, I mean, it depends, really. I mean, it depends on a whole lot of things. I'll give my opinion about it on the next caution. Hell, we're going to get one here in about 10 anyway.
spoken like a true gentleman. Back on her way, turn 2, back straightaway. That's 4,000 foot. The Alabama gang back straightaway. Boy, they got antsy there for a minute, didn't they, Jacob? Holy cow.
Wow, I mean, they're all over the place right here. Matt Cherry trying to lead Buzzy Mongo, trying to get some help. Good God. Phil Pappas slamming it into the tailgate. Diamond stuck in the middle. Richards trying to jump to the top. Justin White going up there with Pappas. Mission Wood trying to make a little something happen up on the top side. Trying to run down Matt Cherry, Jonathan Cofield, Steve Barnett, Brian Chew, and Lucas Lyons. Lyons thought about shooting out, not able to do it. It's Jason Morales. Now the Holiday jumps out.
He'll think about it. On that outside lane, ready to go again. Back straight away. Cherry inside. He's got Cofield to follow. There is Barnett, the hillbilly. Push to the outside there, led by Chew. And while all that shuffling goes on, they'll shuck and jive side by side, and do-si-do, two-stepping off of 4. Coming to the stripe. 7 laps to go. When they come to the tri-oval, it is Burnett now, the hillbilly from up in the Pacific Northwest, Jacob, leading in 42. Brian Chew battles back in 51.
Yeah, I mean, both of those drivers very, very good on the super speedways. Hope Wigginton dropping below the double yellow line. But up front, here comes Jason Morales in a 10. Couple of Toyotas rocking and rolling with a whole lot of Chevrolets behind them. Whole bunch of them. And Spiceman Chris Cinnamon going to take, obviously, Jason Morales all the way to the front as they work their way into turn 3. Morales taking it top, jumps down. Spiceman with Brian Chew, with Barnett, with Johnson. Top 5, Morales leads on 4.
I'll play for the Spice Bank considering he got knocked out, didn't he, before?
Working through the tri-oval out of turn number 4. Morales, ladies and gentlemen, up front Motorsports, the number 10 lead. And how about Chris Cinnamon, the Spice Man, back up there again after an incident earlier with Luke Smith. And somehow he has raced his way back up to the front leaders in the orange number 3, the Spice Man, looking for his first win of the year on the back straightaway, the season 4 champion.
Whoa, pushing the fence.
Whoa, no.
Robbie Richards able to hold on to it. Justin White right there in front of him. Big slide, able to hold on to it. Cinnamon now going to honestly fall back on that outside lane. Got a little bit of help from Pappas, but that is it. Holiday, Brian Chew with Cofield up top. They got Lyons there to help, and Cofield and Lyons, they're teammates. They are teammates with Bandits Motorsports. Gonna try to make a charge up here at the front, and damn it all if they ain't gonna try to do it going into turn number 2.
Joey Styles tuned out there, so he's on baby duty tonight, so he can't race.
Joey Steyer's on baby duty. That is why. Trouble. Cofield's in trouble. 58 falling back. Sliding away. We got a crash. Sharks in the air. Big crash in turn 3 and 4. I believe Peyton Johnson is one of them.
I think Pappas as well.
Maybe not.
Yeah.
Actually, it's Brady LaBeouf.
Wow.
Brady LaBeouf. Pappas. The 14 involved. Big one. The big one so far in turn number 3 has just happened. My goodness. Here's a replay.
There you see up the road, there's Cofield. He got tagged in the back end by his teammate, Lucas Lyons. And everybody trying to dive down to the inside, trying to miss Cofield. But way, way up the road this happens. It's Richards and Cinnamon. Richards up in the air, all 4 tires damn near went over. And then Pappas comes up. Brady LaBeouf, hard impact on the outside retaining wall. Remember, folks, no fast repairs here with the DSR Electric Truck Series or Nazareth for that matter. and that is a very, very hard impact. Not sure if it's going to be required repairs, but Wesley, we talked to Brady LaBeouf, Stage 1 winner, of what he needed to do here tonight, and that is certainly not what he needed to do to try to make it into the playoffs.
Watch him 3 wide up the middle. That's Robert Richards, by the way, in the Bass Pro Tracker
see
boat
Caulfield go
Chevrolet.
bang.
Watch Cofield. He starts slip sliding off the safer barrier, loses
Full
ground
line.
on everybody, and this causes the stack up.
He comes
Hogan
up.
down on the inside, the Daytona
no.
winner. Now watch Pappas and Cinnamon into the 48 of Richards. Richards' truck gets airborne. That's what I caught at a glimpse when he hit the wall, and then nowhere to go for Stage 1 winners, Season 2 champion Brady LaBeouf, Phil Pappas. Other trucks involved scatter from the top of the apron or the top of the racetrack down to the apron in the grass turf, and that's why we're under another Serve Pro caution. I believe the 4th time. Let's watch it one more time,
Caulfield
Jacob.
gets
Watch this
into-
again.
Yeah, that was Cofield right there with Lyons.
That's what happened between Lyons. Yep, that's what happened between Lyons and Cofield.
That's what triggered it all.
I mean, he's just up at the top of the racetrack, just trying to let everybody go. Obviously, good man on him. But then after that, I don't know if Richards come up or Cinnamon come down. They were right smack dab, both of them. Honestly, Wesley, I think they were both just fighting over the same real estate. Honestly, I mean, they were just so damn tied and everything how it was. Watch it again. You're seeing Richards. And watch what happens. There's Cinnamon up the road. Cofield gets tagged in the right rear by his teammate. Might be a little bit of issues over there at Bandits Motorsports, doubt it, but who knows. But there's Cofield. Watch everybody jump down to the bottom. Everybody jumps down. That forces the middle lane to go down, the low lane to go down. Everybody goes down. Richards comes up, and he keeps coming up a little bit. And Cinnamon, I mean, they were just that damn close. I think it might have spooked Cinnamon a little bit that Richards was there, because he just come up out of absolutely nowhere, and he didn't think he was that close to him. And he ended up getting him in the right rear, sends him around, and I wouldn't say that is a big one, but I would say that is a mini biggin here tonight for the very first one of 2026 for DSR. Well, yeah, so far,
caution out, obviously. And remember as well, they're going to try to get this thing restarted because there's still 2 laps remaining in stage number 2. And if they can get back going again, they will. Remember, it was decided a while back where they said, nope, we're not going to end stages early. The lap is the lap that the stage ends. So they'll be coming to the line this time by, and it will be lap number 48 of 50 for stage number 2 and presented by the Glass Mechanic. And we'll see if the lights will go off on the iRacing official safety truck this time by as they work through the tri-oval. Let's give you your top 10 right now. Lucas Lyons leading. Nobody come down to the pit lane, by the way, except for guys in the back like Hogan, Hagan, Smith, and more. Lucas Lyons leading. Steve Barnett is second. Brian Chubes, Toyota, third. Chevrolet, Peyton Johnson, fourth. Toyota, Jason Morales, fifth. Then it's a Ford and Buzzy Mongold. Matt Cherry, seventh. Then it's Roger Diebold in a Ford. Tyler Goodwin is ninth. Andrew Harris, your top 10. So that's the way it stands right now as the lights are off. The pace truck, Jacob, it means we will get 1 lap. They'll have 1 lap to go back to speed for the completion of Glass Mechanic stage number 2.
Yeah, absolutely, Wesley Outland. And the one thing about this, though, is you don't know 100% if they're going to throw the caution at the end of lap 50. Remember, we just had a caution right here, so not 100%. Maybe they'll end up just keeping it green and saying that this would have been the caution, but obviously the stage points is not going to pay out until after the next lap. And we've seen that done in the past, Wesley, where it gets right here at this point, and then we got a 1-lap dash, and then they say, well, you know what, screw it. That was your caution. We'll just go ahead and we'll just be green all the way from at this point. So we really don't know. Obviously TJ Moore being the race director, we'll see what TJ decides to do, what obviously the powers that be say, but We'll have to watch this right here. Is it going to be a caution at the end of 50, or are we going to keep going green? That will be the tricky part of this.
I think we're gonna get green. Oh, you mean at the end of 50? Yeah.
Lights off on the base truck. They will get one lap. As I mentioned, one lap. It'll be one to go in Glass Mechanic stage number 2. And honestly, you have all the ingredients for hell and chaos and mayhem to happen virtually here on this restart. One
Rick
lap.
Bobby.
Pace truck is in.
My name's Rick Bobby. Bob.
Praise hell, praise Dale. Ricky Bobby, if you ain't first, you're last. You got the hillbilly of Barnett right there with Lions.
Green flag, green flag.
Oregon, Kentucky, front row, green flag, smash some glass as we ready for one lap. One lap, Jacob Reeves, to get back to the other side, to decide stage 2. And with this final race of the regular season and the playoffs on the line, every position and point matters.
Yeah, and Wesley, it's like that old song, break on through to the other side with stage 2
Doors.
presented by the Glass Mechanic. Yes, sir. I didn't even know who the hell sung it. But anyway, Lucas lines up at the front. Barnett down on the bottom side. Are we racing back to the caution? We know damn well we're coming back for the stage. Raul Meza, I believe it is. No, that's Colton Hogan in the 5. Huge shove from Kermit the Frog. Luke Smith are coming back to the stage 2 end.
Won in super speedway racing. He won Daytona when the season started. Nonetheless, they rumble through the triangle. Look at this at the end of 4,300 feet. Here they come, middle ways, pushing 100, 200 yards. Start finish. Johnson powers back outside around Lions. Peyton Johnson gets it.
Wow.
Damn.
Peyton Johnson and the Papa Julios. Butt kicker Chevrolet from Abingdon, Virginia, has won Glass Mechanic Stage 2. He came out of nowhere like a thief in the night, taking candy from a baby, stealing your sweetheart on prom night. Peyton Johnson just did that to Lucas Lyons, Jacob. Unbelievable.
I think you just took a lot of people back to high school right there, and a lot of them probably got their hearts broke on that deal. So you just literally said every single one of these people crazy. Thank you very much, Wesley Outland. Hopefully none of you was offended by that. But anyway, Peyton Johnson, I mean, what a drive right there. I mean, time that at the right time. And, you know, you got to think if, you know, I mean, we could possibly see that exact same move happen at the end of the race. And, you know, these guys, they are very technical about it, very methodical about how they make their moves and everything. And Peyton Johnson, damn good at the super speedway portions right here. If I'm not mistaken, he won the first time we was here at Talladega, if I'm not mistaken, with Peyton Johnson. So Peyton knows how to get her done right here, and he showed it right there on old Double L.
Well, obviously, we mentioned the guys like Colton Hogan and whatnot have won. He won Daytona. Talladega, Peyton Johnson did win back in October. Pit stops are happening. We step away on the radio as well.
You're listening to the CRN Community Radio Network. We now pause for station identification. This is the Community Radio Network, WCRN. 87.9 FM, Clayton, Garner, Smithfield, North Carolina. Proud to be in the USA. We are CRN.
We are back here at Talladega. Drivers entering pit road, exiting pit road. Peyton Johnson, we speak to him after we step away from a break. Stay with us.
I don't know why my stage 2.
Peyton Johnson! Peyton Johnson is the Heartbreaker. Here comes the Heartbreaker, Peyton Johnson. I think that's his new nickname, the Heartbreaker.
I think he just.
What do you think, Jacob?
No, he fucked him right there. Oh, well, I mean, he didn't do it the wrong way or nothing. I mean, he didn't, like, fuck him wrong, but, hey, I mean,
he him in the ass. Peyton, I think we're going to start calling you the Heartbreaker. What do you think, Peyton? The Heartbreaker.
Hey, that was a fun little move there. Did y'all like it? How'd it look up there?
He fucked
Yeah,
him
it was
up.
awesome. Stand by. We're going to talk about it.
Sorry.
Okay.
I don't know how I got a 4X, but that pissed me off more than anything.
Really? You got a 4X for that?
Yeah.
Shit. I mean, I love Lucas. Don't get me wrong. Maybe me and him's good buddies, but you straight up fucked them sideways right there.
I did what?
You fucked
I
them
mean, that's
sideways,
the
but
kind
you
of
gotta do that. You gotta do that.
that's the kind of moments where Jacob will let you drive his truck instead of Baldy, Lucas Lyons. You know.
Yeah,
You know,
like
for-
us.
for the-
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Back here at Talladega as the NASRA DSR Electric Truck Series season finale for the regular season, might I add, continues. Wesley Outland back here with you, Jacob Reeves, and we got Peyton Johnson. Peyton Johnson, I got a new nickname for you. I think I'm going to start calling you the Heartbreaker. What a move. How did you set up Lions to get around him and win stage number 2, sir?
I mean, I pushed him from the absolute start of the green flag, I think, all the way up back around. And so when the bottom cleared for us, he came down with me, and that was I had just enough gap off of his rear bumper that I felt like I could go around the outside, and then I had a lot of help from Buzzy there to push me across the start-finish line. He came up and gave me a little door banging, so we had some door banging for you, but no intent there. It was a fun race it to the line, have a drag race, and let's keep racing in Alabama.
Peyton, we've seen these
Lincoln a bit there
restarts.
too.
Obviously, usually it's 2 to go, or it's like a 2-lap shootout or something like that. What's the mindset going into a 1-lap shootout, knowing that you've got to be good on the restart, you got to not miss your shifts, especially here at Talladega, and you only got 1 lap to be able to try to pull it off?
Well, the fun part about a 1-lap restart is you're not going to pop the engine, so just push with everything everything you got and hope for the best.
Well, go ahead and go back at it, man. Raise hell, praise Peyton. Good luck.
Hey, hopefully we'll talk to you guys again later.
All right. The Heartbreaker, Peyton Johnson there. I
Heartbreaker.
think it's his new
A
nickname.
heartbreaker. Yeah, it is. It's
You're
a
a
nickname.
heartbreaker, dream maker.
Heartbreaker,
Don't you mess
dream
around with me. All right. We have these moments where we have like a race/music flashback session. So,
Is that Hart
Jacob
that
was
sung
quoting the Doors earlier.
I think it might
He was quoting the Doors earlier. Hart sings it. Yes, Hart sings it.
Yeah.
Yes, you're right.
Ironically
Break
enough,
on
you can't even
hell.
you can't make this
Break
up.
on
Yeah.
Hey, hey, hey.
All
That's the
right.
damage
Pace
clock.
truck
No,
is
actually,
in,
that's
ladies
Pat
and
Benatar,
gentlemen.
but anyway.
But sometimes you get it right. Sometimes, Let's go back to green, ladies and
Sometimes you
gentlemen.
bite the bar, and sometimes the bar
Smith.
bites you.
And Cuffman, the windshield of the bug, as we go back to racing. Ladies and gentlemen, the final stage of the regular season. This is Talladega. We're back underway. 51 laps to go. It is go time here in the Big T, as now Kermit will lead Smith in 27 on the restart.
Luke Smith up here with Kerry Tribune, with Chad Ross, with James Kaufman. Remember where he is at right there in that position, trying to make it into the playoffs. What a night it would be for the 25. Raul Meza trying to get his first win at NASRA. You mentioned it, 490 starts. Could tonight be the night for the Serve Pro entry of Raul Meza. Right now, Luke Smith occupying
he
the
on his
lead
phone?
with Kerry Tribune, Chad Ross,
not on
the
his
front
phone.
3 single file.
A man on a mission now sits behind the back end of Kaufman and Ross
Fisher Price steering wheel.
as they work to the inside. That's what the producer says. Rameza has a Fisher Price steering wheel because
No, it's
he's
not.
so big and muscular.
It's a lot. It's more expensive than that.
Down to the inside, Meza's going to go after him. One of our Reza Ramones from Chico, California, the all-time starter of NASRA, on the way to 500 career starts, 490 tonight, and the 37 looking good as he's right there to the inside. All the while, Smith leads him into turn 3, 50 to go.
And despite what Dean may think, that is not a Fisher-Price steering wheel. That's one of the more expensive steering wheels that you would be able to buy for sim racing. Riding on board
This
with
thing's got force
Meza,
feedback
there
strong
you see
too.
it right there. That is a Fanatec wheel. Them things are high. They are very, very expensive steering wheels. And Meza tried to get it for all it's worth down here on the inside, right in behind Kerry Tribune. And obviously Chad Ross from the top down to the bottom. Lucas Lyons very aggressive in the 41, trying to find a hole. Slide right in behind Taylor Peacock as they are 3 wide, fanning out behind the leaders off of 2.
Jonathan Caulfield said, I knew I
3
should just
wide.
ride in the back. Stupid racetrack.
Holding on to it right now. All the while, down to the inside, Kaufman to the lead in the 25 up high. Here comes the 81. That's Peacock. Right there, working. A man that's been a regular season champion, Jacob, but when it come down to the playoffs and a push for the title, he struggled in the 81. He wants now to punch himself in to the postseason. Oh, and by the way, remember, if you're one of those drivers that have not won this year, you want to go to the playoffs, this is the last time to do it. Win, and you're in.
Yeah, I mean, and Taylor Peacock, obviously one of those drivers, very, very good here at Talladega, up here at the front. And he's showing why he is good at it. Holiday, Brian Chew, now he will lead them. Right behind him, you got Justin White trying to secure him a spot up here into the playoffs. Lucas Lyons back there behind him. Shane Scott, good God almighty.
Wow.
Good, I mean, great Scott, if you will. Shane Scott up here into this mix. And obviously, look at Buzzy Mongold in the 12. Some new players up here at the front with 48 to go.
Defending champion, Jonathan Cofield chiming in. Missed you at the NASCAR 500, by the way, buddy. Knew I should have just rode in the back. Stupid racetrack, LOL. So Cofield must be badly damaged, and he's out of this thing. That's now Buzzy Mongold down to the inside.
To infinity and beyond. Buzzy. Shane Scott's
Cofield out, 35th. He's out of the race. 34 trucks, Jacob Reeves, still in this race as we close in the 50 to go. Unbelievable. As Brian Chew makes the outside lane work with the push by Justin White. Newton now behind him. Here comes somebody on the bottom. It's Lucas Lyons, Mongold and friends.
Yeah, they're trying to make this bottom lane work. 33 of them right here in the pack. You mentioned 34. Craig Schroeder about 30 seconds back from this battle for the lead with Holiday. Brian Chew not wanting to give up the outside lane. Lyons trying to make it happen. Trying to pull a little side draft. Trying to get up close to the 2. Justin White trying to pull him back. Top and bottom are completely stacked. Kaufman stuck in the middle trying to get the middle lane rolling for that matter. And he is up here inside the top 10 riding on board with James Kaufman in the 25. Mayhem Racing. And now all kinds of movement going on right here. Kerry Tribune, Kermit the Frog, Luke Smith, they're going to jump up right in front of Kaufman trying to get this middle lane rolling as Lyons and Chew battle for the lead in 3 and 4.
Keep
Luke
rolling,
Smith.
rolling.
Luke Smith up the middle. He's in the number 27.
Get him up.
Middle lane, he is there. Here comes now Lyons. He'll follow. All this goes on as they rumble through the straightaway down to the inside. Here comes Chew. Brian Chew outside. He's there. 45 to go. We are 3 wide already. Are you friggin' kidding me?
Literally 3 wide throughout the rest of the field, all the way from the front, all the way to the back of this 33-car pack. More or less, actually, for the most part, there's about 7 of them single file, but the rest of them are 3 wide. Holiday, Brian Chew leads them. Lines right there into the mix, as well as Buzzy Mongo down on the bottom side. Chew trying to jump down, get in the middle. He can't make it work. Lines jumps in all the way to the bottom. Chew jumps back up in front of Justin White. Lines takes the lead off of 4.
Bonsai's the truck sideways, really loose, inside, outside. Hold on, baby. Whoa, Nelly. Lyons could have lost it in front of Smith and Chew. Followed by Kerry Tribune in the middle. Now they push Smith back to the lead up the high side in 1 and 2.
Oh, they're bumping back
Oh,
there.
he bounces off the wall. Brian Chew into the wall.
And I bet you he hollered just a little bit right there when he got up into the fence. That could have been big time
He would have said,
loss
"You mother."
right there for Brian Chew. Obviously, a lot of censoredness that we can't really say on the air, but obviously with Justin White right in behind him, trying to make it happen any way, shape, fashion, or form, and he's trying to tell everybody, get up here and help me. I'm trying to get to the
Get
fight.
out of my beeping way.
Son of a biscuit. Oh,
Gotta risk it for the. You gotta risk it for the biscuit.
gotta risk it for the biscuit. You're exactly right. Here, kitty, kitty. Clearance sale, everything must go. Muzzy Mondo,
Muzzy.
good run for him right now. Trying to get back into the top 5. 4th, battles with Kaufman. Remember, Brady LaBeouf and Kaufman fighting for that last playoff spot. Right now, the 25 up to 4th and actually 6th now, 7th spot.
And fantastic
racing.
drive, obviously. Wow.
Yeah, really good racing for these drivers tonight.
You look at these guys right here, Wesley, and everybody at home. I mean, a lot of trust. I talked about this earlier on. A lot of trust being shown. Brady LaBeouf talked about it as well, with just the amount of, racing and the experience being around each other and the camaraderie that this league has got. And it is showing with these old boys out here tonight, with just the moves that they're making, the the experience, the confidence in the moves that they're making. But one little slip, nobody's perfect, Wesley Outland. One little slip could be disastrous. It could really play out on who can win this, or who's going to win this race. And not only that, but who will make it into the playoffs to try to run for the championship for season 6.
You gotta remember,
One
they've been
little
off for
slip.
3 weeks. Whoa.
One little
Speaking
slip
of
could
which,
break the
there it
hearts of many as the caution's out. Smoke bellowing on the back straightaway. A couple of trucks in the back involved. Yellow. Caution waves. Larson is
Chris
involved.
Blanchard.
So is Chris Blanchard. I think Pappas is called up in at the 88 on the inside. And the yellow is out again for the
A lot of these
6th
drivers haven't
time.
raced
42
since, what,
to
3 weeks?
go. Coming to 41 to go in the yellow flag wave. Now, for some of these guys, some of them did not run the NASRA 500 King of Daytona. Some did, but a majority didn't. Here's a replay of what happened. That's Huck Wigginton into another truck. Everybody stacking up from there to play checkup, dropping below the apron.
Oh.
Wigginton's
Hit
back in,
twice.
bicycles up in the air. Larson spins. So does Wigginton. So does Blanchard. Excuse me. And that's why we're under yellow flag. Tyler Dittmer just missed it, by the way.
I mean, that honestly looked like Huck Wigginton just snaps loose right here in front of Andrew Harris. We'll see it right here from this angle. Harris gets up on the back end. Was there contact? No,
Oh,
never
no, it looked like
touched
he
it.
lost it
He
before.
just absolutely
Never
just
touched it.
loses it, comes down the racetrack, and Harris didn't have time to back out of the throttle. He did, but he just ran out of time on it. I mean, it's a split-second decision
Bang.
at over 180 miles an hour. You see Dane Hagan comes in there and absolutely cleans out Huck Wigginton, and then ends up hitting the outside retaining wall. But those split-second decisions, Wesley Outland, I mean, even the best drivers, some of the best drivers can't be dead on perfect. I mentioned it a second ago. Nobody's perfect. That right there is just an instance. Just coming off turn 2. Look at the wheel. Just comes straight to the right. He tries to straighten it up. Harris is there. Innocent. This is a straight-up racing incident, but unfortunately takes out a number of trucks. Maybe not completely out of the race, but certainly they will have damage.
Who was the red car?
Close enough to perfect for me as you see these other trucks pulling away from the accident. Is
Alabama.
Well, yes, sir. Alabama, in Alabama, pardon the pun.
Damn right.
There it is. Oh, and Chris got tagged from behind, so he had nowhere to go.
Chris Blanchard spinning,
Hey,
Larson,
who went on the
others.
inside there, 80.
That's Joshua Suss.
Joshua Suss. Shit.
Joshua Suss in the 80 down to the inside also. Wow.
Where's Joshua Suss at the moment? I can't find him. I can't find Suss. Now, what position here he is? I hate it when they're taking pit stops. It's hard to try to find
From
him.
another angle, watch this. This is Joshua Suss in the 80. Wigginton's
It's
up
right next to
top.
Huck. It's right next to Huck.
Wigginton on the inside, and there is, wow.
Yeah.
He
he
got
got
hit
tagged
from the
again.
back. Yeah, he got
Yeah.
tagged in the back.
We'll do that again. from the top. It's hard to see.
Well,
Drivers
see,
are taking
that's
pit
just the
stops too,
bad
by the way.
spots right there when you just get blindsided, not knowing what's going to happen. I mean, obviously, everybody's innocent out of this. Huck just
Yeah.
loses it, and Josh thinks he's clear, all clear. He's just rocking and rolling. He gets tagged in the left rear, trying to get it straightened back up. Harris gets him and then tags him again.
It's the second time he's hit
He
this wall
tries to get
today.
it straightened out.
Bang!
And for the
He's already hit
second
that wall
time
before.
here tonight, Joshua Sons T-boning, or not necessarily T-boning, but hitting the inside retaining wall down the Alabama Gang super stretch here at Talladega.
Hey, can we call it a glancing blow as well, right? It wasn't a hard, direct hit. It was a glancing blow with that contact he made, for sure. So,
Still hit it hard
so
enough.
we are under. You're exactly right, and we're not done yet. Still plenty of racing left to go under the caution flag, as there is 6 caution of the race, 40 laps remaining.
24 lead changes. Well, I guess because they run 3 by 3 by 3 by 3.
24 lead
3.
changes so far in this race is what we're being told. 24 lead changes.
A lot of drivers still in damage. Repair bill. And there's a few still in there too.
There you go, repair bill. Dean, that's what I was trying to think. Something like that for the repair bill that we got going on right there. You see numerous drivers, Shade Trotter, Cole Larson. Joshua Suss, with all the repairs he's had, still
in there.
on
Get
the
more
racetrack,
repairs too.
Still trying to get some repairs done and maybe be able to get back out there and stay on the lead lap. You see Tyler Dittmer, all these guys out here trying to get some of their damage fixed. But I want to, say something real quick. That 24 leaders or lead changes, 24 lead changes tonight. That is the official lead changes. That is just what the lead change was at the line. That's not counting the lead change that, you may have had 3 lead changes in one lap. 1 in one on the back stretch, and maybe one coming off of turn 4. But if it was a complete different driver at the front that hit the line, that is the only official lead change. So the way they've been racing here tonight, Wes Allen, I wouldn't be surprised if unofficially it's probably 48 lead changes. Just how hard they've been racing, the 3 wide, all the action that we've been seeing, I wouldn't be surprised if that 24 is doubled for unofficial.
Well, we'll see what happens as the lights are off on the pace truck. We'll settle for a restart. Under 40 to go. Who will Jacob and Dean be chatting with in post? Will drivers be literally on the outside looking in, making it in? Or will somebody break through and punch their ticket into the playoffs? Remember, it starts next Monday night, the playoffs, round 1, the round of 24.
Chris Blanchard had a
In the words of Jim Morrison in the Doors, as Dean said, break on through to the other side. My favorite song was L.A. Woman.
L.A. Woman.
L.A. Woman. L.A. Woman. We're going to ride it, ride it, ride it. We're going crazy. All right, Jacob, are we telling how old we are again? I guess we are. Sorry.
Look at that. Luke Spiff only took 2 tires, too. So did
Peacock, got it around the time about an hour ago.
No,
in about an hour from now, we will know who is the winner here at Talladega. City of Lights back underway. Green flag. Watch this. Smith restart over Hillbilly. What a run, by the way, from Barnett, Jacob. I am so impressed with the run for Steve Barnett tonight.
He's up 24 places.
Yeah, I mean, we're not surprised. Obviously, very impressive for Steve Barnett, but Barnett very, very good on these restrictor plate tracks. And always, I've raced against him a couple of times. A little bit, honestly, a little thick in the sheet metal with his truck, as he will go to the lead with Taylor Peacock giving him the shove on the outside. But the Hillbilly always shows up and shows out when we come to these super speedway races like Daytona and Talladega. Is it is showtime for the Hillbilly?
Should we call Steve Showtime?
Here comes Taylor Peacock on the outside with help from Kerry Tribune.
Here comes Peacock as well.
He will move. He's got big momentum. down to the inside. Here comes Barnett with a little wiggle there from Smith. And well, that goes on for the bump draft of the two-truck tandem. Here comes new leaders. Peacock with the push by Trevue. And that third lane tries to get going again. Spiceman, Cinnamon, peeking on the bottom from Canada. Into.
Damn, how many lives does the Spice Man have? It seemed like there for a while, he was just getting caught up in wreck after wreck after wreck after wreck. And the Spice Man somehow has found his way up here at the front, running in the third spot, right behind Kerry Tribune and Peacock. Tribune takes it up to the front. Cinnamon, he'll go to second. Kick Peacock back to third. Barnett there to help on the inside with a 7 of Kerry Tribune leading off 4.
Off up the middle in the 38 car truck, Chevrolet Black 38. Here comes down to the inside, Tribune on the bottom. Kerry Tribune now leading. How long though? Taylor Peacock up to the outside lane as they work again into 1 and 2.
And that outside lane, I always look at it for these super speedways as the Dale Jr. line, and that is what a number of drivers, I talked about this a while ago, when it comes down to the nitty-gritty, that outside lane is going to have some takers and plenty of friends for Taylor Peacock to make it happen. 3 wide for the lead, going into 3. Now Peacock up front all by himself. We got a blinker. It's Cinnamon. Cinnamon blinking big time down on the bottom side behind Kerry Tribune. That's going to help the outside with Taylor Peacock to the lead.
For Taylor Peacock, looking for his second win of the season. Remember, he won that caution field race that was Bristol, baby, back in December last year. Up high, Peacock now. Got some push, got some help. Suss is there. Correction, I'm sorry, that's Justin White. White pushing him. Now Peacock leaves him hanging on the outside lane, way up top. Open the door now to Peacock on the middle. He's now got driver Newton on the inside. And Jacob, what a season for Adam Newton. Got involved in an accident earlier tonight, if you remember. Adam Newton right back in the saddle again. He's leading this thing, and he's looking for his 5th win of the season for the Bulldog that's dominated this season. You know he's in the playoffs. He's just trying to win again.
4 wide.
Yeah, but he's pretty much got it made right here, knowing he's coming out of Alabama, probably with the damn point lead, to be honest with you, and leading in the playoff standings. Adam Newton up here at the front, but they were 4 wide working their way through the trial. Well, J.D. Larson down to the inside of Justin White, 3 wide, as Peacock jumps back up to the front. Matt Cherry, huge shot to Peacock. They're trying to do it all by them damn selves in the middle lane. Peacock to the front. Cherry to second. Newton there as well. Had to break off that one over. Hate the engine. Chad Ross is going to be the monkey in the middle at 3 and 4.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell on the NASCAR 360 Racing Network. Leaders working off of turn 4. Peacock on the inside, and they will shuffle 3 wide behind them again, led by Peacock, Newton, and then Cinnamon back up to 3rd in the orange truck 3 as they go back into the banking into 1 and 2, closing in on 30 to go.
I'm telling you, old buddy, this is what the fans wanted to see when we come to Talladega. 3 wide, hold your breath, excitement, and just pray to God they're able to make it all the way around. Taylor Peacock leading it with Newton on the bottom for the most part. We're single file down on the bottom side. About the front 10 drivers, if you will, make it front 7. We're Meza on the tail end of it. 3 wide behind them, trying to get a 3rd lane going. Looks to be Lucas Lyons up on the top side, but Peacock leading them all 4.
Jacob, I'm not going to lie to you. I would think around this time, people would be in panic mode. We would see frantic racing. Right now, the way they're racing each other with 30 laps to go and a few more circuits, looks like the start in the successful caution-free stage number 1. Peacock leads the cavalry right now. Luke and Adam Newton back in 2nd, Cinnamon 3rd, Luke Smith trying to get something started. He's back up there again on the outside lane. And there is, by the way, last time Luke Smith came down to the pit lane, 25 laps to go, and only took 2 tires. He's in 5th.
You got enough fuel.
And obviously, you know, Wesley, all these guys, they are going to have to make another pit stop, whether that be green or whether that be under green or under caution, depending on how everything ends up working out. But at the most part, yeah, everything kind of calmed down there for a little bit. I think everybody kind of wants to ride, try to get to the end of it, and then let's tear some stuff up here tonight on a Monday night in Virtual Alabama. Buzzy Mongo trying to get this top lane rolling. Chris Blanchard back into this mix as well.
Oh, he took repairs.
Riding on board with that towing company. Chris Blanchard middle way down the back trying to latch on. Get the draft going up in this middle lane, but Buzzy Mongo leading them. Buzzy Mongo trying to make a charge on Taylor Peacock up at the front.
And Buzzy Mongold, you're on board with him down below, bottom right, man of the Concord, and the pink Whitney shot, number 12.
Whitney Houston?
No, I think it's alcohol.
What's he got in the tire there? Does anybody know what he's got in that Goodyear tire?
Pink Whitney.
What's that?
Coming to the line, 30 to go. It looks like one of those Furby. Looks like little Furby things.
I don't think it's Furby.
One of them little Pokemans.
Yeah, Pokemon. Pokemon, you mean?
Pokemon. Oh, okay.
Buzzy's gonna have to win so we can ask him.
Potatoes, potato.
So tell him, Buzz, you're gonna have to win so we can interview you and ask him what that
Whitney,
is.
take your shot, whatever the hell that means. We'll have to find out what he's sporting on his truck there. As right now, it is Mongold leading. 30 laps to go as Peacock goes up high. Hogan will follow. Blanchard in the silver number 9. Back up there again, and so is Peyton Johnson. And we're seeing pit stops. Some drivers are coming on the pit road.
Chad Ross and Kaufman, yeah.
Ross, Kaufman on pit road.
Hogan.
Well, Wesley, you know, if you're going to make a pit stop, you at least want to have somebody end up going down pit road way. You don't want to go down pit road all by yourself. So Kaufman and Ross, at least they've got somebody to work with them. But that does open the door. Damn, we got a wreck back there behind them. Justin Lumpkin, Cody Knott, others involved.
No, not Lumpkin.
Caution out, Justin Lumpkin, Cody Knott down on the inside of turn number 2, entering the Alabama Gang super stretch. And the caution will fly. Wigington might have got a piece of it. He pulls away. Yellow is out, sure, right, lap Jacob? Number 75. lap number 75, working lap 76.
People coming off pit road.
28 to go, and I'm thinking some of the pit exit trucks might have stacked up with the front runners and caused some problem here, Jacob. Look at this.
Oh, no, there it is.
Wow.
Oh, no.
Wow.
I mean, he just got hit from behind.
Yeah,
he got fouled from the back. Wow.
Yeah, well, I mean, honestly, it looked like Craig Schroeder might have checked up, and Cody Knott wasn't expecting it, ran him over. And then Justin Lumpkin, innocent bystander, hard impact. You see it right here. Watch Craig Schroeder right here. Damn.
Unbelievable.
Wow.
Had one sliding up there in front of him. That's what stacked everybody up, and everybody was praying they didn't get involved in it. And then watch it right here with Craig Schroeder. Just drives right up. Boop. There it is. A little stack up. Dabo gets into him, sends him down in the Lumpkin. Justin White. Oh, wow. Justin White and Cody Knott and Aaron Van Ryder. All these old boys just getting mixed up. Just an innocent situation. And unfortunate all these guys getting involved in it.
Hey,
so
Jacob,
was Craig
Jacob, I got to put you on the spot here, and it worked out perfectly because our buddy B-Rice just asked this question as well as we look at replays.
The first checkup from Craig Schroeder.
Craig Schroeder there.
First one.
Getting sideways. But I was going to ask you earlier, and you said you want to wait for a caution to give your example, and you kind of bypassed it, but I'm not letting you bypass it anymore.
Have a look at this.
Are you excited about NASCAR going back to the chase format, coming back? What do you think?
Ooh.
Well, actually, that was carriage music got sideways. Anyway, I'm not trying to bypass the question. Just give me a second. I will say this, and I will go ahead and, you know what? We ain't done it yet. We got beef.
Oh, there it is.
Y'all started this. Y'all started this.
Look, I got chicken later.
Look, this is my opinion on the whole deal. I've always sat there and said with NASCAR that it needs to be a full 36 race season for the points. That is my opinion. But if you're gonna have a chase, do it. The chase format, much like what it's gonna be. It's a hell of a lot better than what we had because the stands was empty. It wasn't fun. To me and probably to a lot of people because everybody's been griping about it the whole damn time. So I like it. I wish they would have dropped it from 16 drivers down to, say, maybe about 12 drivers, knock a couple out. Because you don't need half the damn field going in the playoffs or in the chase. That's just my opinion. But I'll say this. Mark Martin said this earlier, and Wesley, you know this. I'm sure you've heard about it. That Mark Martin said that he was advocating. He heard the fans. They wanted a 36 race season. He wanted a 36 race season. He went there and told them louder than what the fans did, and they about ran him out of the damn room. So your 36 race season, I doubt it's going to happen. This is probably the best that we're going to get to having something close to that, and also having a quote unquote playoff format. I can't wait to see how it turns out. I hope it turns out good because I am a NASCAR fan at heart, and it's got to be better than some of the crap that's been going on here lately. And that's that's just me. It's got to be better than some of the crap that we've been watching over the past couple of years with this elimination stuff.
Would this be fuel only?
And by the way, a lot of drivers coming down pit road took fuel only. You're seeing this, maybe a couple of drivers for 2 tires, Peyton Johnson for 2 tires only, everyone else fuel only. And I don't think it's going to come down to per se tires. They're ready to go here with the finish of this race with fuel only. Remember, there is unlimited attempts at overtime if need be. There's a look at drivers making repairs.
Made repairs already, yeah.
And look at where they are. Probably the best one's Chris Cinnamon. He's took 2 minutes on the clock, and he's in 7th. So he's the best guy out there right now. But no, listen, I will say this, Jacob. I think that a change needed to be made. I really did think that they were going to possibly go back to old school and go back to what was the format, if you will, of the original way that Winston Cup done it back in the day. And I think that they still want to have that they want to try to have that flash and pizzazz of having a format at the end of the regular season. And I think that this is the best agreement substitution for all parties involved, where you still have your regular season, but you don't have like eliminations. You don't have it where, I mean, look, I ain't gonna lie to you. I think when they done the chase for the championship, if you remember when Kurt Busch won the first championship, that was a very suspenseful moment when Kurt Busch won his first championship in NASCAR. Remember the tire came off when he was coming down the front straightaway and it about hit pit road. And I mean, you think of the battle between Carl Edwards and Tony Stewart, or you think about the domination of what Jimmy Johnson done. So I'm comfortable with the return of the chase, and I like the fact that I will tell you, and I agree with you, Jacob. I disagree with the fact that it's 16 drivers. I think me and you are both in agreement on that. I got beef with that. Cue up the bell. I will say though that I think we need about 10 drivers, 10 or 12 drivers. I think is the number.
We got beef. You asked for it. There it is.
There it is.
Wesley's got beef now. We need a Wesley's got.
That's how I feel.
Chicken. Wesley's got chicken.
I got chicken tonight. Yes, sir. I got some chicken.
Wesley's deep frying this.
You got beef and I got pork. 25 laps to go, ladies and gentlemen. When they come back to the restart zone, green flag back in the air. Ready to settle this one here at Talladega.
I dig it, baby. Talladega. Jacob could do it like Jacob saying, Talladega, baby.
I'll say this one thing right here. Dean wants me to go ahead and say it. Everybody knows 25 to go. It's Dega, baby. Here we go. Chad Ross, Taylor Peacock, James Kaufman, Andrew Harris, Buzzy Ball going up here in the top 5. Chad Ross leading this thing. Trying to get him one here tonight at Talladega. Will it happen? Still a long way to go around this 2.66 mile racetrack. With 25 to go, and still a whole lot of names that's still up here inside this pack that could really have a shot to try to win it, but Chad Ross occupying the top spot.
Inside, outside, staying in line. Ross in front. Ross in that top position, down to the inside. He's got Peacock. He'll follow him. Up top, here's the 81. Give him room.
We're getting pushes up there too.
Got Kaufman up top side. Remember the battle between Kaufman and obviously, no trouble, Harris, Peacock, and Kaufman collected. Brian Chu, Smith around, Harris around. Trouble back straight away. Alabama gang super stretch. Another caution with eight caution of the night. Lap 80.
We saw that live, didn't we?
Wow.
I happened to be picking the driver on board, didn't I?
The intensity's going to be a picking up right here, Wesley Outland, with all that's going on. You see Harris right here on the bottom side with Ross in front of him. And Harris just kind of crosses up a little bit, tries to get it straightened up. Peacock jumped down in the middle lane and just ends up getting in the back end, hooks him around. Aaron almost gets up under the 87, spins Harris around, and after that, once again, we've got a free-for-all. Down the Alabama gang super stretch, you see Jeffrey Johnson Jr. getting involved, Taylor Peacock and others getting involved. There's Jeffrey Johnson. There's Joshua Suss. We've already seen his issues tonight, trying to drive right through it as well. But honestly, that is a big one. That is not or one of the biggest big ones that we've seen, but that is a big one with the amount of cars that was involved in it.
There. Starts right.
Right there, just a contact there with Peacock. Peacock into Harris, and then nowhere to go for these other guys. And then Johnson, Smith sliding into your television in your living room. And there is obviously what just happened. And D. Rice chiming in, he says, I might actually start watching NASCAR again. The whole playoff thing was confusing.
Oh, almost get through that.
I mean, I don't per se think the playoff thing was confusing. The bottom line was this. You had to win. You had to win. You had to constantly win. You had to win to advance. You had to be in the points, in the cutoff line. And now, Jacob, now you've got 10 weeks, 16 drivers, and there's not going to be elimination races. There's not going to, I mean, we might, listen, I'll say this and I'll drop the subject. It might become a success and it might be a farce at the end of the year when they get to Homestead. That's the honest truth, Jacob.
Yeah, I mean, and Wesley, you mentioned this a second ago on, what I would think, if NASRA was to adopt that particular playoff and everything. And I tell you what.
Question. Yeah.
I want to save that for the door banging download. I really do, because I feel like, I feel like that would be a heated discussion because there may be some things that I would say that would not be proper for the NASRA 360 Racing Network. So maybe I will save my comments for that one. I've already got it in my notes. To talk about it on the next episode, which I'll be putting out a new episode this week.
Hang on a minute. Can you give us a PG-13 version? Can you do that? I mean, rated R. Can you give us a PG?
I tell you what, I'll give you a sneak peek on it. I'll give you a sneak peek on it. This is my opinion, and y'all know me. This is my opinion. If you don't have the elimination style of it, and it was points, and somebody like Adam Newton or somebody come out there and started running away with it by the last 3 races, nobody would show up. That's just my opinion.
Interesting.
They said
Interesting.
With it. Why be here? Why be here if I ain't got a shot to win the championship? People would leave. They wouldn't show up until next season. That's just my opinion. That's the PG-13 version of it, which it is BS. There's your PG-13.
There you go. We got beef, we got pork, we got chicken.
Yep.
We got Vegemites with Dean Hopton, Vegemite sandwiches. You know. Well, there you go. There's the thoughts of what Jacob has to say. We'll step away. We'll go to a break. The finish, hopefully, from Talladega next.
So now I'll tell you the rated R version. You got a bunch of fucking crybabies that's gonna sit there. Look, you gotta have something as far as iRacing, and this is something that I will kindly say to that nature. You gotta have something that's gonna keep people wanting to fucking come back. These guys, like you said a while ago, Wesley, we're not bound to a contract to do this stuff. These guys that get in here and races in this, they're not bound to a contract. They're not bound to have to show up on Monday nights to come in here and race. They don't have to. They want to, but you gotta have that format like what we've got right now, that elimination style that to get people to fucking be here. The money and everything else that they do to try to get these guys to come here. If you don't have some kind of incentive to bring these guys in here, they ain't gonna fucking come. They're just gonna say, well, fuck it, I ain't got a shot. How many times have we watched a championship race and half the fucking field was gone because they didn't have a shot to win the damn championship? They make it all the way to the race right before the final race, and then they would say, okay, I've had enough. I didn't make it into the final championship. I ain't got a shot for the championship. Well, fuck it, I ain't gonna show up to the last race. That is fucked up. You run all season just because you ain't got a shot. Me and Dean, we talked about it. Damn, y'all gonna get me fucking fired up. God damn it. We got God, y'all see, y'all started it. I'm pissed now. I'm fucking mad now.
I don't understand it just can't be points like at the end of it anyway. Let's go back live anyway, guys. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well, the difference in Formula One, they have to show up.
To tune into the door.
They get fined if they don't
download.
You have to turn up to every
this
race.
Week, audience. That's all I'm going to say. Door banging download on all of your podcast platforms and outlets with my buddy, the redneck announcer, Jacob Reeves. And we ain't got beef. We got cows.
I like they're all staring at Jacob.
We got beef. Well done, cows. Well done, cows. Y'all already got me started. Every single one of you have. Yep.
Said Wesley, change the damn subject. You're pissing me off. Let's agree. 20 laps to go, ladies and gentlemen. It is also our premier racing setups. 20 to go. We'll go side by side to thank them very quickly. It is back to green. Cinnamon in the lead. It is Ross now on the outside. Chad Ross battling the Canadian. Here comes old Canada. Spice Man. Chris Cinnamon back to the lead on the inside in 2.
Yeah, Spice Man really showing a lot of heart out of that number 3 with the issues. All the 9 lives that he has went through here tonight. Hopefully he hasn't spent every damn one of them, and he's still got a shot to winning here tonight at Talladega. Chad Ross up at the front. Lucas Lyons, Peyton Johnson, Blanchard up here on this outside lane. Ross jumps to the bottom. Here comes Lyons. Lyons trying to get the outside lane roller. Peyton Johnson outside all by himself. He's going to the back.
Yep. So somebody else that went down there too.
Free falling.
How's Chris Blanchard back in this one? Yeah, how many repairs Chris Blanchard's
Blanchard. Yeah, I love it. Blanchard's back up there again. Blanchard to the 9.
Chris Blanchard's taken.
Back up to second, by the way. Right behind Lyons. And here comes Johnson with a push by White on the outside up against the safer barrier. Trying to get that third lane going. Will it happen? Not yet. As Blanchard all over the back end of Lyons for the lead.
Oh, baby, now you're going to get me even more beefy because at this point, if I would have had the repairs that Chris Blanchard would have had, I would have already wrecked out. How in the hell do these guys end up pulling this off? Like, seriously, having all the repairs that they've got, they're up at the front at Talladega, mind you, and racing for the win, under 20 to go. I don't see how they do it. Maybe that's why I'm up here in the broadcast booth for you, Wesley Outland. Lucas Lyons leads it. Blanchard trying to take a shot. Shane Trotter, are you kidding me? He was at the top of the repairs chart. Here he comes on the inside for the lead.
How's that? That's impressive, isn't
you
it?
do have a win, Jacob.
Shane
You
Trotter,
do have a
5
win.
minutes in repairs. We still have
5 minutes. 5 minutes in repairs. Shane Trotter now battling for the lead with Lyons,
That's like 3
Ross,
laps.
Blanchard,
It's more than that.
Cherry, all right there outside lane. Get it started again with
Here comes
Hogan.
Blanchard.
By the
Blanchard's
way,
going for the lead.
Colton
Baby.
Hogan. Colton Hogan, remember, he won.
Run.
He won Daytona.
Blanchard. Oh! They almost got into each other.
Wow.
Their voices
Hold
trading
on,
paints
good
right
God
there.
almighty. Now Shane Trotter right in behind Blanchard trying to get him lined up. Lyons with Cherry up top to help. Tyler Goodwin, a new name up here at the front trying to mix it up. And literally at this point, Wesley Outland, I think they have literally said the gloves are off. We're throwing haymakers here tonight at Talladega with 17 laps to go. And yeah, why
Ring it.
not? We'll go ahead.
Ring the
we'll
bell.
ring it. Hell yeah, why not?
We got beef.
We ain't got beef, but we're getting ready for our good old-fashioned slobber knocker, like you said, Wesley Outland. Shout out to good old JR.
Texas Hold'em. Texas is next week, guys, not this week. We watch them now battling down to the inside. Look,
Only Steve's and
Goodwin's
Queers come
truck,
from Texas.
the
and you don't
13
look
on the
like you know
inside. Look at
what
Goodwin
it is.
now. Where in the hell did the 13 of Tyler Goodwin come from?
He's coming.
He's
He's
now
coming
making
fast.
something
Look.
work.
I got you, boy. I got you.
3 wide on the bottom. Lions the monkey in the middle. The meat and the sandwich. They're getting antsy behind them. And all the while, Tyler Goodwin now goes to the lead over Lions and Cherry in turn
Oh,
2.
they got
Whoa,
spicy and dicey
Blanchard
in the middle
with a big
now.
push to the 13 out of 2.
And all that movement right there going on in the corners is really going to be scaring some of these guys. Some of them may end up dropping down below the double yellow line, backing out of this, not wanting to have anything to do with it, Wesley Outland. Just a whole lot of movement. Watch the movement over here in 3 and 4. You see the top side right there with Hogan. They're coming down, getting on carriage of you, trying to pull the side drift, pull them back. Middle lane's getting down on the bottom side, and even the middle lane, some of them even going up to the top side. Eventually, door banging will happen. And all hell's fixing to break loose here tonight.
How's Ron Messer in the middle of all this, too?
Now Matt Cherry to the lead, 15 to go at the line. Raul Meza up in the top 5. Here comes the all-time
Could this be his
starter
first win?
of Nazareth.
Oh.
Career start 490, and he's in the top 5 looking good.
Looking very, very good, and I don't mean to that damn tank top. I mean he is rolling here tonight. Carey
Hogan get the
Tribune in
push.
front of him, and obviously there's the hillbilly. Steve Barnett getting smack dab into the middle of this, right in behind Colton Hogan. Hogan, you mentioned it a while ago, your Daytona winner in the 5 Toyota of 35 spots from where he started here this evening. He had to serve a pass-through on the opening laps. Here he is at the front. That's why we love Talladega. Anything is possible. It's always unpredictable.
Who's up on the outside there? Who's in 27? Luke Smith. Here he
Outside,
comes from
Luke
nowhere.
Smith.
Luke
Here
Smith.
comes Kermit the Frog as they were getting
Wow.
really wicked loose behind them a moment ago. Is now big push by Roger Diebold as Shark is there. Jaws, number 14. Oh, Colton Hogan got the 45 of Cherry on the bottom. And well, that goes on.
Whoa!
Diebold, oh, we got trouble. Diebold
Oh.
around, going around, crash
Damn it.
in turn number 3.
Messer's out, too. I think that, too.
Cue
gentlemen.
up the Jaws theme. The big one
Messer's
just
in there.
happens.
Steve's in there.
Lap 91, big trouble.
And
Wow.
Diebold.
Yeah, I ain't got the Jaws theme on that one, but I will say this. As hard as they were racing,
Remind
I
me,
will
I'm
throw
going to get
this
it
one in
for
there.
future.
That is unfortunate because they were looking good. And then, Wesley, I talked about it a second
In the
ago. the pot, the lid on the pot was literally fixing to bust clean off of the lid.
It's out of
Or
turn
off of
3
the
as
pot.
well.
The lid just completely busted off and landed into the next room. Watch it again. Diebold in behind Luke Smith. You got Tyler Dittmer right here in the 4. He hits Smith.
Gets into him there.
Diebold has to get out of the gas, and Dittmer ain't expecting it. Ends up tagging him in the right rear, sends him
Bang.
around.
That's
Hillbilly
sus again.
goes around. Think that was Justin White that might have got a piece of it in the
White,
comp
yeah.
century right there that ends up going up into the air as well. Numerous
Damn.
trucks sliding around. You saw the Hillbilly up at the top left. But it all happened with a bad bump draft from Diebold getting into Smith, knocks him sideways. Dittmer tries to lift, not able to do it. How the hell Dittmer did? Well, there, right there, that's exactly how Dittmer didn't wreck. Is because he got saved because the Hillbilly got turned by your stage 2 winner, Peyton Johnson.
All happens
Another
the other
look at
way.
it again. Watch this on the back straightaway. What a tough break,
So-
by the
it's
way,
always
for
out of turn
Steve
3.
Barnett, the Hillbilly, as well. Watch this going in
Always.
here, but just
Yeah, you
pushing,
can see him.
shoving. There's the contact right there as Diebold gets turned from Tyler Dittmer.
And then Tyler comes down, and I think
And
that's
then
it. Yeah,
Diebold,
Constantino.
everybody checks up. Johnson checking up into Barnett, into these other guys. The cops truck crashed there and crossing over the tunnel turn. Oh, boy. Justin White in the fence.
Raul
Raul
Mesa
Meza in the grass. Raul Meza driving in the grass on the bottom of the apron.
And that would be your
Think Raul Mesa
second big
goes
one
off here.
of the evening, to be honest with you. Just as big as that wreck was, numerous drivers, some of them even up in the air, riding on board with the Serb Pro entry of Raul Meza. And this is going to be a bad one right here. The 37 gets
survives it.
tagged. I think he might have saved it. He might have
Yeah.
got through it. I was fixing to say, I think he might have
think he
wrecked
did.
out, so maybe he can play on his phone all he wants to, but no, sir. You still got
Probably is
racing
now.
left to go with Raul Meza. And go figure he's
Who
on his
knows?
phone. I think he's on his phone.
No, he's
I
not.
can't tell.
No.
No, he's
And,
not.
and he's got a smile on his face. He says, hey, man, I'm still in this thing.
Ain't out yet.
I got this. I still got it. I'm in
So
it.
we got Newton
in it to
down
win
here. We got Tyler White, Newton, Tyler Dittmar. We got Newton. We got Diebold. We got Kaufman. And we have Cody Knott.
In it to win it as we pause on the radio for the finish of Talladega in just a moment.
Local radio brings people together like never before.
It's a beautiful hometown weekend out there. We've got
Your local stations keep you informed and involved with music, talk shows, and real-time news updates you can trust. We are live and local. We are America's broadcasters, connecting you to what matters most. Text radio to 52886 and tell Congress to support your local radio stations.
Message and data rates may apply. You may receive up to 4 messages a month, and you may text STOP to stop.
This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
We now pause for station identification. This is the Community Radio Network, WCRN, 87.9 FM, Clayton, Garner, Smithfield, North Carolina. Proud to be in the USA. We are CRN.
Wesley Outland with you,
grab Raul
Jacob
Mesa.
Reeves,
Grab Raul
Bigglesby,
Mesa for a chat.
Hopton. Finish coming up for this one. Who
he's running
will
in seventh.
Dean? No, we're not jinxing him, Dean. Don't do that.
Don't jinx
We-
him. He's got it.
Raul Meza up 31 spots to 7th, and he wants to jinx him and bring him in, and he'll crash.
Not jinx
He
him.
almost got caught up in
He
an
won't
accident
crash.
a moment ago.
He's fine. He's Raul Mesa.
We are. One to go indication. No, if we get another yellow, we'll bring him in. How about that?
You are the chicken man.
All right, you want to be a smart ass? Hey, hang on,
No, Wesley, don't do it. Don't do it. Wesley.
Nobody calls me chicken, okay? This ain't Back to the Future.
Nobody calls me. Yes, Marty. Yes, Marty McFly. You know what happens?
I'm Marty McFly.
Look what
Yep.
happened. You crashed your 4x4, didn't you?
Shut up.
You can't play the guitar anymore like you
Jacob,
used to. You can't be Johnny Be Good.
Jacob, are you with us? He can't. He said he can't.
Oh, I'm here. I'm here. I'm just, Dean, you starting something that you can't finish right here. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it.
Nah, he's
I
all
wouldn't do
good.
it.
He's
Son,
all
your
good.
buddy's
Well,
writing checks at you, but your son's your buddy. You're writing checks at your buddy can't
Writing
cash
check
or whatever.
cash,
out of
can't
Top Gun,
cash. Is that what you
isn't it?
said? Yeah, there you go.
In Top Gun.
Yeah. My goodness.
We got a lot of them going
How's that?
on right
Luke
now.
Smith took repairs as well too, and is in the lead of this race.
Crickets for everybody right now in the field as we
Luke
get ready
Smith.
to set up a
he took
restart.
repairs.
And Wesley,
Thank you for everybody for joining us. Thank you as we get ready for a finish of this one here. Lap 94 of 104, Jacob. It will be 10 laps to go when they take the green.
Yeah, Wesley, and I sorry to cut you off, but I just got informed by Lucas Lyons in the Discord chat. Watch the time because there's only about 10 minutes, about 13 minutes left
shit.
in
Wow,
the race.
yes, there he
So that
is.
unlimited green-white checkered attempts, it may not come into play. Remember, we've had this happen here at Talladega before, so hopefully we can get it within the time limit.
Man, they didn't set that very long, did they? Because we've only had 9 cautions. There's not a lot.
Very good observation as we come back to green. 10 laps to go, under 12 minutes remaining on the clock. Back underway with Smith in the lead. And Jacob, if I remember, if the clock expires, they get the white flag and the race is over, right?
I didn't think they get the white flag. I think they just get the check.
Yeah, I believe so. I believe that's how that ends up working. I mean, once that clock expires, I think they take the wide. I mean, no matter how many laps it is, but if they can keep it clean and get it down, at least if you want to wreck one more time and get a caution, wait till the damn green-white checkered is, and then you ain't got nothing to worry about. I think you should be able to pull it off. But now they're going to try to mix it up. Peyton Johnson gets shoved down to the inside. Jason Morales down there as well. Luke Smith, Matt Cherry, Karen Tribute, Colton Hogan, and also Jason Morales up here in the top 5.
Here comes the shootout. Ready to watch them now. Got the 9 to go. Clock is ticking, so is the laps. Matt Cherry pushing Luke Smith.
Blanchard's getting
Hogan,
pushed.
Daytona winner on the bottom of the green. 5. Here comes Blanchard up top again.
We'll see whether or not Cherry jumps up.
That towing company with Chris Blanchard right here trying to make a little magic happen here tonight at Talladega.
He does jump up.
Cherry's going to see the run. Cherry's going to jump up right in front of Blanchard. He'll take that shove. He'll jump around Luke Smith. Smith down on the inside. Hogan there with him to help. Matt Cherry got a whole list of others. Buzzy Mongo trying to get a third lead started on turn 3 and 4. Smith leads, and the pack is fixing to swallow him up on 4.
That's the speed in the second lane.
They're reeling them in, and reeling them in. Coming out of turn number 4 through the tri-oval. 8
Cherry
laps
might
to
jump
go
ahead.
at the stripe, just about 17 miles before this race is a memory. But the clock is expiring, under 10 minutes remaining.
Cherry goes
Right
on the
now,
inside if he wants
Cherry in the lead, he's gone.
It's too late,
Blanchard
he won't.
on the outside, pushes up with Cinnamon, give him a run in the middle. He'll go to the lead on the outside, in the middle lane.
Good Lord have mercy. You got about the top 26 right here, all of them on the lead lap, trying to vie for the win here tonight for the DSR Electric season, regular season finale for that matter. How about Triple J
That's the
Jeffrey
island.
Johnson Jr. with Bandits Motorsports up on the top side with Buzzy Mongo to help on 4.
Got the power there.
Scrambling, scattering, high, low, middle, inside, outside. Here comes the number 12. Buzzy Mongold back in the saddle
Cinnamon on the
again.
inside.
He powers alongside Cinnamon and Scott, and there's crashing. Oh no, Mongold rides the safer barrier. Cinnamon is turned. Crash, big trouble. Turn number 2. Can they get this race back going? Caution out with Johnston in the lead, by the way, with 7 to go.
Dieball, wasn't it?
That
Yeah.
would be the big one of
Wow.
the evening right there, Wesley.
That's the
Outlet.
big one. There's your big one.
ones. Numerous drivers riding the wall, riding the catch fence for that matter. Cinnamon got hooked in the right rear in the 3. Buzzy Mongo might have tagged him. You're seeing Roger Diebold here on a points by position
Second
replay.
second time Diebold's been involved in an accident. Watch this again, but this is where it all happened up ahead. Watch this.
Yeah,
Cinnamon, I think, got
Oh,
no.
came
Smith
down.
tagged Mongold. Mongold hits Cinnamon, and around goes these other guys. And
Who's
that's
up on the
Shane
side?
Scott up in the air. Shane Scott in the
Shane.
21 as Mongold did get up in the air, but there's Shane Scott riding the safer barrier.
Nice. We'll have to ride on board Shane Scott.
Mongold riding on the back of the 20 at Larson's truck.
Hey, Mongold.
Wow. Wesley, I think it would be a lot easier to say who didn't
Wow.
get caught up in the wreck than who got caught up in the wreck. I mean, more than half the field eaten alive. Shout out to the great Dave Moody for his call back in 2003. More than half the field eaten alive in turn 1 and 2 here at Talladega Super Speedway. Good God Almighty.
Look away, Shane Scott. This is not live, but Shane Scott's going to have to go, uh-oh, watch this replay.
Replay. Watch it again. Oh my. Oh, boy.
Ride the catch fence, gentlemen. You know, it's got momentum.
Shades of Martin Truex. Good Lord.
What heartbreak.
Go back to that from the.
What heartbreak.
Yeah, a chance of that, though, wasn't he? So it starts around Cinnamon, right? Cinnamon and Mongold. Yeah.
I think Luke Smith right here, he might have slid up a little bit. Buzzy was coming down. You see him right there on the left side. Look like Smith, Smith bounces up a little bit. Buzzy was coming down to side draft Cinnamon. And Smith gets Buzzy in the left rear. That sends him down into Cinnamon. Cinnamon comes straight up the racetrack, sets off a chain reaction, and cleans out over half the field. Joshua Suss, you see him right there. Suss was able to kind of slide through it a little bit. He's actually up there inside the top 5. But there it is once again. Smith slides up, gets into Buzzy. Buzzy comes down into Cinnamon, and then it's a free-for-all from there.
Wow.
All that while JJ was watching that in his rear view mirror, wasn't he? Yeah. JJ just saw 3 of his main competitors just take themselves out.
Look at this one more time. And heartbreak for Buzzy Mongold, man. He was right up there. Shade Scott as well. Great Scott, as Dean always says. We've been talking a lot of Back to the Future references.
But see, Luke Smith survives all this too.
By
So
the way,
does Chris Blanchard and Colton.
There is 5 minutes remaining in this race with 5 laps to go. Jacob, can they get this race restarted? And if so, can they even make the finish?
Well, I think they'll be able to get the race restarted. It's just a matter of if they're going to get it finished by the 104. If they end up having another caution, that would really throw everything on its lid, and whether or not they would be able to, maybe a 1-lap shootout. But certainly everybody out there in the live chat, 48 of you watching, thank you very much. If you haven't yet, make sure you like and subscribe to the National 360 Racing Network. But it's all going to come down to whether or not they wreck right here on this restart. They will get back started right here. They will get back racing. It's just a matter if they're going to get to the 104 before the time limit, and they can't wreck unless it's on the last lap.
We'll make it live to the end. There's no point doing ads now. We played plenty of them. I did make a note in there. We've got to restart quicker. But problem is Cody's racing, I think. So is Brady. So it's only whoever's race control can do this.
Well,
Cody's in pit road. I'm not sure. Have a look at pit lane too, by the way, gentlemen. There's a lot of cars down there.
Ready to see what happens as we'll settle in for a restart. So
Cinnamon
all these drivers coming on and off pit road. There you see fuel only, repair, tires 2 or 4. Oh boy, oh boy. Clock is ticking, everybody. 4 minutes remaining. We're on lap number 100. 4 laps to go. Field is getting doubled up. They should be coming to the green. Jacob, this might be the last restart of the race right here, honestly.
Yeah, very good possibility that this could be it right here. And this is when you're going to see some of these guys that have not won a race. Jeffrey Johnson Jr. has not won a race in NASRA. I know that much. Chad Ross, he has not won a race in NASRA as far as the DSR Electric Truck Series is concerned on that. Hunt Wigington right there sitting in the 12th spot. He's got a prime shot right here to maybe pull one out of his out of his tailgate. Plenty of drivers right here could really get one done or get it done. Hillbilly, obviously, we talked about him. This is going to be one hell of a restart right here. I just hope they're able to get it back
even Round Mesa
to the white and settle it like every one of these fans is really hoping that they can do here tonight.
Come on, Mesa. Come on, Chris Blanchard. I'm rooting for them because or anybody who's never won a race, I'm rooting for. Wouldn't it be good for Chris Blanchard? Sponsor the 500 and then
Chris
comes back.
Blanchard right now in third, and we mentioned Chris Blanchard, one of those guys that a big part of NASRA, not only with his company, Blanchard's Towing and Recovery, now known as That Towing Company. 206 career start. He does have wins. He has 12 career NASRA wins. Will lucky number 13 come at Talladega?
We're going for Round Mesa.
Keep an eye on him. Johnson. How about
win.
Jeffrey Johnson? Jeffrey Johnson the third. He's a guy in his 286 career start that has never won in NASRA. By the way, last time we were at Talladega. Last time we were at Talladega with the Cup cars. Remember, Indianapolis on Wednesday with the NASRA Cup Series. When we were at Talladega, Brandon Broadfoot, final race of the season in 2025 for the year, won. Could we see a little history repeating? Jeffrey Johnson, outside lane. They've got to get the green flag. Back away with 3 to go. Clock is down to a minute and 20 seconds.
Jason Morales. Oh, he went in the inside line.
There's the caution. That should do it. Jeffrey Johnson was ahead in the 33. Johnson might have just got his first ever NASRA win. Jacob, it ain't pretty, but the clock is down to a minute remaining with 3 to go, and the caution is out.
I think that may end up doing it right there, Wesley. A very good possibility out of that.
What was the caution for?
Not sure what the caution was for.
I think they called it immediately.
I'm not 100%. I'm not sure exactly what the caution was for. Maybe Justin Lumpkin in the 18, possibly. He's about 13 seconds back from the field, so not 100% exactly what it was. But, I mean, saved by the bell. For Jeffrey Johnson Jr. right here, if it comes out like this, we'll see. But also here, maybe a one-lap shootout. I'm hearing from Lucas Lyons. He's doing a hell of a job right now. He's racing and texting at the same time. So he's trying to hook us up. He's trying to give us some kind of idea right now. But for the most part, Jeffrey Johnson Jr. the leader, but not a guarantee that he has won this race just yet.
Where's our race control, by the way? Isn't it usually what's his name?
Running out. Normally, TJ Moore is the race director. I'm wondering if they had him take off because of the NASRA 500.
There is a race control out here.
TJ Moore is the race director.
Yeah, and race control car in the session, so it might be him.
Jacob, the clock is about to expire. It's gone. The clock is gone. The clock's expired. Time is out.
Yeah, this race might end.
This race might finish under caution, and it looks like it could be Jeffrey Johnson holding off Jason Morales. Jason Morales did have a move on the inside, but
this is when the
33 was in the lead at time of caution.
Yeah. That was when the
Jason Morales, already a winner of NASRA. He's got 4 career wins. He's looking for his 5th. My question is, what happened to trigger the yellow flag?
I don't know. There's a yellow there. No, it's green. Look, it's green.
Green.
Yellow.
He's in front, and there you see Morales start to pull away. And I got to wonder if a truck, we need to go from the front of the field, maybe about mid-pack, Dean, and show the rear view camera and see if maybe we could find something that happened here.
There,
there it is.
There.
Who is it?
There.
Is that Kaufman? I think it's Kaufman in 25.
It's
No,
18.
it's the 18.
Justin Lumpkin.
Lumpkin
And the race is
lost
over.
it.
The race is
Justin
over.
Lumpkin. And the race
Yeah.
is over. Jeffrey Johnson is going to win this race. Ladies and gentlemen, the race is over. Checkered flag is going to wave. Jeffrey Johnson, you are a winner of NASRA. It's not pretty, but the man from Columbus, Indiana, has scored his first ever victory in the NASRA DSR Electric Truck Series 250 at Talladega.
You got it.
Wow. Got him one, like you said, Wes Allen. It ain't pretty
Well,
how he done it. But damn it all, it doesn't matter how you end up getting it done. It does not matter. You get your win in NASRA, you take it, and you run with it, son. And Jeffrey Johnson Jr., first career win in NASRA. Wesley, I know what the feeling is like to get your first career win. I've been teammates with Jeffrey Johnson. And you see the love right here. I mean, Lucas Lyons, Bandits Motorsports teammate. There's a lot of love for Jeffrey Johnson Jr., who, quite frankly, I'll just be frank, he has worked his ass off numerous times to get him a win in NASRA, and he finally gets it done. You see Kerry Tribune, obviously we were teammates over at Mission 1 Esports when Jeffrey Johnson was there. I mean, absolutely, I bet you right now he's going to have him a cold one here tonight. This damn well worth it.
Now my Pittsburgh Steelers are eliminated from the playoffs. I guess they played like crap tonight.
Oh.
Go figure. They need to fire Mike Tomlin. They need to fire damn Aaron Rodgers. He needs to retire. Jeffrey Johnson, ladies and gentlemen, is a winner. You damn right I got beef. Jeffrey Johnson, first career win.
We got beef.
The man out of Columbus, Indiana, will celebrate. Well, I mean, I was going to go back in DVR and watch the football game. There ain't no damn need to watch it now. I'm just being honest, you know. I'll eat chicken in sadness. Jeffrey Johnson is going to pick up the victory.
Right,
Jacob, you remember your first. I know you remember your first. You remember your first.
I don't. She was only 16.
Touché, sir.
You remember your first career win, is what I was trying to say.
Blow the bloody door off. Okay.
Jeffrey Johnson picking up the win. Dean and Jacob carry you guys the rest of the way for post-race, as I've got to get ready for another broadcast obligation. Jason Morellis, Steve Barnett, 1, 2, and 3. Kerry Tribune, Colton Hogan, your top 5. Raw Meza, Chris Blanchard, Chad Ross, Tyler Goodwin, Huck Wigginton. What a way for the 00, Jacob. How many times has that guy crashed? He's like a cat with 9 lives. He bounces back with a top 10.
Yeah, there was a bunch of them with 9 lives here tonight. And obviously, Tyler Dittmer coming home with the 11th spot, with Peyton Johnson, Stage 2 winner, ends up getting 12th. Craig Schroeder gets 13th. Holiday Brian Chew with 14th. Bulldog Adam Newton coming home 15th. Pretty good season so far. Will he be able to pull it off in the points with Roger Dabo, Chris Cinnamon, Buzzy Mongold? That is the top 18. And the rest of the top 20 we'll find here once we slide up. And then Cody Knott and Cole Larson be in the top 20.
Rest of the finishing order will be James Kaufman, Shane Trotter, Justin White, Joshua Suss, Justin Lumpkin, by the way, that brought out that last caution. He'll finish in 25th. Matt Cherry, Luke Smith, J.D. Larson, Lucas Lyons, Shane Scott up in the air, crashing out 6 laps down, 29 on the lead lap with that's your top 30.
And then Andrew Harris coming home with 31st, and Taylor Peacock 32nd, Aaron Van Rada, Dade Hagan, Jonathan Cofield 35th for Phil Pappas, Robbie Richards, and Brady LaBeouf. Unfortunately, stage 1 winner. He will come home dead last, 38th here tonight, with TJ Moore being the race director.
Well, there it is.
Let's go to the
Jeffrey Johnson III will celebrate as a winner of a NASRA family. He's also in the playoffs in his 286th career start. Finally, a winner of NASRA. Jacob and Dean carry you guys the rest of the way. I'll be back on Wednesday with Dean and the NASRA Cup Series returning for 2026 at Indy. Don't forget about Cops Trucks at Bristol Friday. We've got the NASRA Progressive Endurance Series
he
next
went down the inside
Tuesday,
lane trying to
and
get
the
past him.
playoffs for the trucks of Monday night begin next at Texas. For everybody at NASRA, I'm Wesley Outland. We take a break. Jacob, Dean, post-race presented by Florida Cabinet Distributors is next. Congratulations, Jeffrey Johnson, the Indiana driver, wins his first NASRA victory.
Much.
Jeff, I got another obligation, but I was going to say congratulations on your win, Jeffrey. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, no shit,
Jacob and
buddy.
Dean got you guys the rest of the way. I'll see y'all later.
All right, we'll see you, Wes. Jeff, I'll just be honest with you. I mean, Jason, Steve, congratulations on y'all's runs. But Jeff, I mean, dude, me and you, we were teammates when I started racing in this shit, and you have come a long fucking way. Dude, I am.
It's
Hell
a
yeah.
long time to go, and you
Lucas-
got there in
Lucas,
short
Lucas
time. Long
sent
time.
me. Lucas sent me a direct message a while ago saying he was so proud of you, dude. I guarantee you, I am so fucking proud of you, man. Seriously. It doesn't
I
make a fuck
appreciate
how
it.
you get
Good
these
work,
damn
JJ.
wins, buddy. You
I'm
get
happy
it,
to
take it,
anybody
run
that's
with it.
never won a race to win a race for the first time
Yeah.
because it's a bloody good feeling.
Oh yeah,
It-
and
it
it,
is a
it was
hell of
like
a
I was
feeling.
telling him, this is the third race that I've been set up to win, and I'm like, something happens every time.
Third time's a charm.
Because like Daytona, I was coming off 4 with the lead and got wrecked.
All right, guys, let's go live. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Back here at Talladega, DSR Electric Truck Series Season 6 regular season finale is in the books, and it's about damn time. Triple J, Jeffrey Johnson Jr. from Columbus, Indiana, gets the win. Me and Jeff, we've been past teammates from Mission 1 Esports. Jeff, buddy, first off, I will say this real quick. I am so proud of you. I really am, buddy. You've come so close so many times. You was talking about it. Talk us through this race because you come out of absolutely nowhere up on that top side and had that run, shot around everybody, and then everything wrecked. And, I mean, it wasn't pretty how it ended up working out, but you get the win. Congratulations, my man.
Thank you, buddy. Yeah, started the race off thinking I was just going to try to play it safe. I went with Cofield, I think at the stage 1, trying to work our way up there and realized that was not going to happen. So I told myself I was just going to kind of stay behind and try to have a safe day, maximize points, try to get in the top 10, and got in a wreck, severely damaged the truck, thought the day was done. Lo and behold, 20 laps, 15 laps later, we're running for the lead and barely edged out the 10 truck there for the win.
Yeah, JJ, I was going to mention that as well, too. With that repair bill that you had as well, too, it was absolutely pretty outstanding, my friend. I'm going to try to see if I could quickly show that up there if it will. But, yeah, you had, where is it there? 2 minutes and 51 seconds as well, too. And you took on your last pit stop down there on lap 82, you took a minute and a half there and you still managed to get yourself up the front. And 32 positions up, my friend, for your first race victory.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, every corner of this truck was crumpled up, and I thought I had no speed. And when I was catching a field, I had a pace speed of 171. So I was like, okay, well, I'm at least fast enough to push somebody. And turns out I didn't have to push nobody.
Jeff, I'll ask you one final question and then obviously transition to your sponsors and shout outs. First win, I know about my first win. Granted, it was, some time ago, but obviously you've been looking forward to this for quite some time. Is it honestly, is it what you thought it would be to get your first win in NASRA after so many tries?
Oh, yeah, man. I mean, I'm pumped. I think I've ran in this league since season 2 or 3, and this is the most competitive league I've ever been in. Everybody's so equally matched, and I've wanted to win, but I felt like I was never good enough until the last season. I finally feel like I overcome that edge, and I I was capable if I could just put myself in the right position. And that's what we did tonight. Just ended up being in the right position and got it. And I feel great. I got drag racing wins that don't feel as good as this. So, um, um, I'm having a couple beers before I go to bed tonight.
I called it. I called it. Oh, Jeff, buddy, go ahead and thank your sponsors and shout outs, bud.
New Edge Simulation on YouTube. Cummins New Edge Auto Detailing. Lions Designs. JBA Designs for their paintwork. Got to thank my teammates, Schofield, Steve, Lucas Lyons, and thank you guys up in the booth and the guys that put this on, Cody, Brady, and everyone involved.
Triple J Jeffrey Johnson Jr. gets it done. Get her done, baby. Talladega gets it done here for the DSR Electric 250. Triple J Jeffrey Johnson, buddy. Congratulations on the win. Appreciate your time. See you next week. Playoff racing when we go to Texas. We'll see you then, buddy.
Yes, sir. Y'all have a good one.
That was Jeffrey Johnson Jr. Go to second place finisher, Jason Morales. Jason, buddy, you started up on the front row. Obviously, we see it right there. I mean, you down one spot. Hell, you started on the pole, but you come home P2. What else did you need to get around Jeffrey Johnson right there other than that caution to come out just a little bit later?
Oh, man, about 5 more seconds. Him and I were talking about it before, and it just, I had the move in my head what I wanted to do, and it was working out perfect. He made a hell of a move. Like I told him, it was a perfect block. He pushed me down out of real estate. I wasn't gonna wreck him. I wanted to make sure I raced him clean. I know he's going for his first win, and hell of a finish. Congratulations to him. I know it is so hard to win in this league. So, kudos to him. It was a fun race, man. It was a weird race. If you talk to a lot of the drivers, the trucks were a lot different on Talladega this week than usual. They were super light, super loose. Like they just felt on edge throughout the whole track, and it was really hard to get the runs the right way. And you would get this bubble boost between the trucks. So I mean, you had to be really aggressive and just take everything that was there at all times.
Jason, I'm looking at that's the overtake move that probably might have worked there, actually, if the caution didn't come out. The caution came out, but I wanted to let you know about this one. You come back down, so you got a good launch as well, too. JJ got a really good launch off the green, okay? So this is the green that we are talking about a little bit earlier. But then you go down, you actually go down, I think here it is, but if I'm not mistaken, my friend, you actually crossed the double line here.
Yeah, but I get forced down there, luckily. So
yeah,
I saw him coming down, and I didn't want to get down there because Jacob, as you know, you get those left sides on that apron, and as you're hitting the turn, man, I was all over the place. So it was everything I could do to make sure I didn't come back up into him. I just wanted to make sure that I got out of it clean and finally get to do an interview.
And the caution got called
on the other side.
Yeah, and you're fine at that point. But the caution got called, and that was not enough time for you to steal that P1 away from the JJ. But you got yourself a nice P2 there. And yeah, hey, you put yourself on pole, my friend, too. So, and I think you got a whole bunch of laps led as well too, if I'm not mistaken. There, Jason.
It was a fun day. It feels good to be actually up front and not in the pits getting a broken truck worked on.
Yeah, I believe that, honestly. Jason Morales, buddy, you come home with the P2 here tonight. You'll take it all day long, buddy. Congratulations on the finish. Appreciate your time. Go ahead and thank our sponsors and any shout-outs.
Oh, yeah, thanks to all the friends and family that watch and support, and Dan Gobble with DSR Electric, and all the guys that swim, and all the guys at Chrome. Today I got stuck with all the other guys in up front, but wound up working out because we all wound up being next to each other. But thanks to those guys as well, and Brady, and obviously you guys in the booth. I know what it takes up there, and you guys kill it every week.
Jason Morales, P2 here tonight. We'll see what he can do when we go to Texas next week. Jason, buddy, appreciate your time.
Thanks, guys.
Jason Morales, P2 tonight. We'll go to the Hillbilly, Steve Barnett, coming home with the P3 here tonight. Steve, I talked about this a while ago earlier on in the broadcast, obviously from Brighton, Michigan. Is that Michigan or Missouri? Which one is that? It is Michigan, correct?
Michigan, yep.
Okay, it's a long night. I'm ready to get the hell out of here. Be honest with you, I'm ready to go to bed. I got to work in the morning. But anyway, Steve, I talked about this a while ago. You are one of those drivers that we always look out for when we come to Daytona and Talladega. Um, you come home third. What more, is there any move that sticks out or any situation in the race that sticks out in your mind that says, damn it, if I wouldn't have did this, maybe I could have been in Jeffrey Johnson's shoes?
I guess avoid some of them wrecks towards the end. If I could have stayed clean, I might have been able to have a truck to run up front there at the end. But luckily, I was able just to kind of weave through the traffic. Took a couple of hits on the body of the truck, and it was moving forward at the end of the race. And I was pretty shocked it was. And now I'm sitting here.
Yeah, Steve, I think you were in the mix. You were right up front for quite a bit at the moment too. The Hillbilly. We mentioned you a lot, obviously, because we're following a lot of the lead trucks. This a few more laps up your sleeve here. If we didn't have to go to the time limit, do you think yourself you would have got both Jason and JJ Jeffrey Johnson for the win?
No, I told Jeffrey that this thing's gonna go. If this thing goes green, I'm hooking on his bumper, and we're just gonna check out, and I'm gonna just keep pushing him until the checkered flag. I wasn't planning on passing or trying to win. I haven't ran every race this season. I'm kind of coming back. I missed a season, or I think 2 maybe. Haven't been in the league, the whole year. So I was just gonna keep pushing him, and he's been trying hard for a long time. And I wasn't gonna get by him. I wasn't gonna do anything dumb. I was just gonna push him to the win.
And that is respect right there. Got to give you mad respect for that, Steve. You come home P3 here tonight. Congratulations on the run. Appreciate your time as always. Thank those sponsors and any shout outs.
Yeah, shout out to, my team, Jeffrey and Jonathan and Lucas and Bandit Motorsports, Hillbilly Custom Baits, Fur and Feathers, Lucas 3D Design, and shout out to my dad sitting on the couch, probably still waiting for me to shut up so he can go to bed.
Sound like a plan on that one. The Hillbilly, Steve Barnett, coming home with the P3. Steve, buddy, congratulations on the finish. Appreciate your time. We'll see you in Texas next week, bud.
See ya.
That was Steve Barnett, comes home with the P3 here tonight. And Dean,
wow,
buddy, we love Talladega.
Texas.
We love this place, baby.
Yeah.
We go and playoff racing next week. Not 100% how everything will line up. Still got to get, some stuff lined up. They got to calculate the points, all that cool stuff. But we'll have a grid ready for Texas next week. But obviously, Talladega, it's in the books. Sir, always great working with the best damn producer in the business. Your final take here tonight.
Yeah, no, I actually thought this was a fantastic race there, Jacob. I mean, we had no cautions to stage 1, 25 laps. We had only just a handful, really, into stage 2. And, of course, you could expect it. You said that in the green room too, didn't you, Jacob? You said, it's Talladega, baby. We're going to have a few one of those big ones. We had a couple of big ones there. They did put a couple of those drivers out, some of those Top Guns. But these are also Top Gun drivers that have locked themselves into the playoffs as well too, Wesley, Jacob. So they're not too bad. They're still sitting pretty. Speaking of that, in a moment, you got Newton, of course. None of these drivers are up the top here. Luke Smith, Jonathan Caulfield went out early. He was in the chat there. Taylor Peacock, they're in. Peyton Johnson, they're in. Roger Diebold's looking pretty good. He was in some wrecks. Cherry, Harris, Chew. But look at that, JJ. He's okay now. He's got himself a lock in there, so he's got to. But it's more about this little battle further on down the field, isn't it? With the likes of Joshua Suster was doing fantastic. Buzzy Mongold, Raul Massa. Raul Massa, I think, finished in P6. I think Buzzy ended up getting wrecked out there. Joey couldn't be here tonight. I remember him saying he's got baby duties. You know about that one, Jacob. Cody Knott, Shane Scott with one of those crashes. They're late as well too, Tyler. And so it's a big scrabble here at the moment for the final points. You can get yourself locked in, of course, to those playoffs, Jacob.
Yeah, I mean, Dean, and that's the big thing about it, all that scramble and everything else. It's like I said, we don't know 100% who, as far as the top 10, top 11 odds are, they're good to go. As long as they was here tonight and they done what they could, they're in good shape. They should be good to go to be able to make it to the playoffs. Like you said, it's that second half. Everything's got to really worry about out of that. Folks, I love Talladega. I talk about it all the time. I sound like a broken record every time we come here. I love this place. It's very, very near and dear to my heart, and hopefully one day I'll be able to take my son here and show him the kind of entertainment that we saw here tonight. Maybe not with the DSR Legend Truck Series, but maybe NASCAR anyway. But I love this place, and that is going to do it for this broadcast. Got to give props to my old teammate Triple J getting the win here tonight. Big on him. Congratulations on him on the win in the Florida Cabinet Distributors victory lane. But like I said, that's going to do it for this broadcast. Thank all our great sponsors. Oh, God, it's long as this damn wall over here. DSR Electric for the title sponsorship of the series. Cops, Premier Racing Setups, Florida Cabinet Distributors, Darren's Detail and Shine, you name it. I mean, just all of them. I'm sorry if I missed one. I'm sorry if I left one out. There's just so many great sponsors that really help this league and make it really what it is. Shout out to the drivers. You put on a hell of a show each and every week. Fans, y'all come out in big numbers. Hell, I saw 50 live here tonight on the NASCAR 360 Racing Network. Thank you very much to each and every one of you. If you haven't yet, make sure you like and subscribe to the NASCAR 360 Racing Network. Brady the Buff, Cody Knott, for always showing us love, letting us come up here in the broadcast booth and entertain you, the fans. For the best damn producer in the business, Australia, Dean Upton Biggles, and also for Wesley Outland, I'm the Redneck Announcer, Jake Reed. Said as always, safe, be kind, be fast. Talladega's in the books, baby. We're going playoff racing next week in Texas. Get yourself ready. Go a little two-step. Get them 6-shooters of the cowboy hat ready. We're ready to rock and roll next Monday night for the DSR Electric Truck Series in Texas. We'll see you there.
Hey, perfect timing there, Jacob. Perfect timing.
I was listening. I was like,
you were listening.
damn,
You were listening. Yeah.
This is the fucking up.
That's a good show. One of the best damn commentators in all the business.
We'll take it, baby. Let's run with it.
All right. Yeah, GG's JJ. GG's JJ.